And I'm skipping over most of it. Like that whole race scene is going to get condensed to like 2 sentences.
The green car goes first, then the red car.
Basically, they don't need to hear me reading. I'll be drunk by then anyway.
Yeah, we all will at that point.
Wait, you guys aren't drunk already? Once you get drunk to like something different.
Oh, it gets great.
Strong. Like he goes really strong Southern to like really fancy French accent.
Okay, guys, we are live.
On that note,
welcome to Scripts Gone Wild. I am your host, Billy Ray Bruton. This is our weekly sort of dive into getting shit-faced for charity.
Yeah.
And we're excited to do that. And we're excited, particularly this week, to celebrate what we like to call Vindependence Day, which is the celebration of one of the greatest franchises of all time, The Fast and the Furious. And we are doing that today with the first film, the 2001 film. And we're doing it with a pretty amazing cast that I'm going to introduce you to now. Just wave to everybody once I call your name, folks. We got Griffin Newman. We got Chris Red. Drea Clark. Nwadiwe. Dave Schilling.
Hi.
Ava Ceja. Is that correct?
Ceja, like it's Spanish for eyebrow.
I was so excited that I thought I got that right, and I didn't.
Okay.
Got one job, Billy Ray.
Clay Keller.
Good job. You're fired.
Clay Keller. Back for the 87th time, Rico Addison. Chad Addison. All the way from Austin, Texas, Mr. Luke Mullen.
Yeah.
Kenzo Lee. Carolina Bonetti. And Miguel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And Miguel is also my co-host for the night. Miguel, do you know what that entails?
Nope.
Basically, it just entails you're trying to exude as much Dave Lawson energy as possible.
I can do that.
Yep. He's still on sabbatical. And then also, making sure everybody drinks when they're supposed to drink.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that I can definitely do, particularly Eva and non-drinkers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's going to be a fair amount of drinking, but I'll get to the rules in a second because we're also raising money for a charity tonight, which we're super excited about. We raised money for this charity last week, and we're going to be raising it for the next several too. And that's Black Lives Matter. It's an awesome charity. If you haven't donated to already in the last few weeks, then you are missing out and you should have already done that. You can do that by going to our website. There's a donation button at the top. Just click on donate. It'll take you directly to their page. You can donate directly to them. And we hope you will do that now. Now would be a good time to do that. Maybe during the middle of the read when we're all shit-faced. Maybe at the end. If you're catching this read a week from now, you can still donate. It's still a great time to donate. Right. And we encourage you to do that. And I've got some rules.
Billy Ray?
Yeah.
Could people donate at all of the social words if they wanted?
Yeah, it's like when your
over
neighbor's
and over
kid
again.
do like your walk.
Look at bad ideas.
On the special sentence, they should empty their bank account and donate everything.
Yes.
We also have incentive for folks to donate. If you make a donation and you screenshot that and you send it to me, you can post it on our socials. You can send it to us on the email. However you want to send it to us, even in the chat, however you want to get it to us. Whoever sends me the donation, the largest donation screenshot, will win the, I believe it's the 8-disc Fast and Furious 4K HD.
Do you mean the picture size?
I was gonna ask.
The
I was just gonna
amount of
ask.
money?
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask that because you
very-
did really big ass pictures of $1.
Actually,
Extreme close-ups of
You're
it,
thinking, girl. You're thinking. I like that. No.
if someone had done that, they might have won just out of the sheer audacity.
Oh, you gave away my idea.
But we raised quite a bit of money for Mommy Dearest doing this, having this little incentive going. So I thought, what better way to do it than with the 4K Fast and Furious Blu-ray pack? So if you want that,
Everybody wants it.
yes, that's right. And the winner last time for Mommy Dearest donated $1,000 to get their Mommy Dearest Blu-rays. So you gotta really come with your A game if you're gonna win these. And
it's the most expensive Blu-ray of all time.
Yeah, someone must have like such deep conceited mother issues that they're like,
Seriously.
I need to own this.
Or they really just want to help the world. What about that? What
Yeah,
about
Nah,
being
it's probably the mommy
charitable?
issue.
Ray has a lot of
They,
features.
they can scream, "Get the axe for charity."
Nice.
Billy Ray, I think you should throw in. I think you should find the source of wherever Griffin got his Dominic Toretto pillow, and get one of those. And yeah, I feel like one of those should be included.
You know what? You know what?
Prize tag.
I'm gonna call an audible and say that whoever donates the second most, I will buy you a Dominic Toretto pillow. And say,
Very nice.
Damn.
that is
I won't
it.
buy
I'll
you
do
a
that
damn
later on,
thing.
man.
I won't
Do
buy
you have that in full body pillow?
And
That's the
yes,
best.
Yeah.
past members can participate.
Oh my God.
Billy Ray, just quick favor at the end of the stream, can you tell me what amount is $1 lower than the highest donation amount?
Yes,
I'd love to
can.
have a matching set. It feels a little lonely right now.
I certainly can.
Just throw me a quick $1 lower amount.
Just want to have Vin on either side at night, so you'll cover on either side. That's
Yeah.
Turkey sandwich,
You
yeah.
just want to be, you want to be a sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
Vin's the
Okay,
bread.
guys,
I
so
got
I'm
it.
going to give you the rules at home. If you haven't played before, we encourage you to drink at home because this is the ultimate drinking and driving. You don't have to leave your home. It's a drinking game, so anytime a reader messes up, flubs a word, misses a cue, whatever we can construe it as a mistake, they have to take a drink. Our Twitter followers choose social words, and anytime those words are read aloud in the script by the readers, not me, it doesn't count if I read it in the stage direction, only if the readers read it in the dialogue.
So wrong.
Those social words require that everyone take a drink. And those words for tonight are car/cars, so singular
Oh, boy.
or plural,
Oh,
and
boy.
family. Of course, family, because that's what this franchise is.
Car.
It's like
What
everyone.
about
in my
him?
There's
life.
like people say cars like 900 times.
They sure do.
Oh no.
We
I didn't
also,
realize that I was signing up for something like this.
also have something called a finish your drink line that our Patreon subscribers choose.
Oh, that's
And
bad.
that line is, once that line is read in the script, you finish whatever drink is in your hand, whether it's a full drink, a not full drink, doesn't matter.
Oh,
And
God.
that line is, Clay, what's the exact wording?
The exact wording, and I've been saying it wrong for years. I realized when I watched the film. It is, you can have any brew you want as long as it's a Corona.
That's right.
That's
That
the
line requires that everyone takes a drink.
Oh,
No.
man.
Requires everyone
man.
finishes their drink.
All right.
So time that out the best you can, or otherwise you're going to be drinking a full drink. I'm reading stage direction. I'll be skipping over most of it. So I hope you're familiar with the movie. And if you're not, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Billy Ray, can I say something quick before we start?
You can, Clay.
I'm very excited for this. I've been wanting to participate in This Script's Gone Wild for a long, long time. I'm delighted by the cast you've assembled, Billy Ray. I do want to say I specifically requested months ago to play the character Vince in the script because my favorite line in this movie is, "What is this fool? Sandwich crazy?" Then I read this script that they used to make the movie, and this line is not in the script. It's not in it. And on top of that, Vince says some very unsavory epitaphs in the script as well that I'm not looking forward to saying. So I will be. I've come up with some replacements for those unsavory lines later on, but I just wanted to say, "What is this fool? Sandwich crazy?" At least once.
I'm glad
you gotta
that
use that.
come
You
true.
gotta walk into a subway and just yell that out. What is this fool?
Yeah.
Sounds crazy.
What is this? Everyone's crazy.
That's all it says.
Like, what does that line even mean? That's great.
Well, it makes sense in context, okay?
It feels like a line that you say that you shout out when you're getting roasted by everybody and you don't have a roast. You're like, y'all out here sandwich crazy.
Guys, we're gonna get to that context, and you're gonna be eating crow. You're gonna go, God, that is the only line that fits into this situation.
Also, eating crow.
It's so empty without it.
Griffin, I was going to add the line, but in the script, that scene is actually the first time Brian has ever been to Toretto's. So it no longer made sense, and I had to cut it.
It's all changed.
I know.
Wow. Anybody have any questions before we get started?
Give me just 1 second to get ready here.
Lots of questions.
There we
Oh
go.
That's your head on, he's ready to
I'm
go.
not-
Yeah.
So
You
because
can
I'm
also-
not really
Bring it.
drinking. Do I just really pretend to start to be really drunk?
Well, you
I
can't
think it would be-
pretend now. We know you're not going
Yeah,
to.
it's called
It'd
the
be
faker
funny
now.
if you're drinking out of an empty glass the whole time. I think that would
Yeah,
be
I'm
hysterical.
all like, The water glass.
Chugging water.
That looked like you were sandwich crazy.
Yeah, you should just eat a whole
That is also my
sandwich.
sandwich crazy.
Yeah.
Cut that part
Be
out. You'll be
Sandwich
fine.
drunk. That's fun. Be sandwich.
Eva, do you have access to a sandwich?
Oh my god.
It's
a
a little late for that. Can we start?
I'm not like
You gotta
Jared,
have her
okay,
order a
I have
hoagie.
sandwiches piled up in my closet.
I'm sorry. to
Okay,
say.
guys, here we
That's
go.
not- That's not what Jared has in his closet, by the
Exactly.
way.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't do it. He did.
Jared, make Eva a sandwich, please.
That is a
haven't
time.
even started yet.
When they
It
say
is
the line, you
time.
have to eat the whole sandwich.
It is time to dive in to the Fast and the Furious for Independence Day.
Or AKA Redline, AKA Racer X.
Yes, written by Gary Scott Thompson, revisions by Eric Berquist, revisions by John Pogue, and revisions by David Ayer. Here we
Makes a whole lot
go.
of sense.
A large exterior, downtown LA. A large tractor trailer carrying a load of DVD players and some thick ass TVs is driving down the interstate when suddenly it is besieged by some fast, tiny ass cars revving up their engine like they're going out of style.
Stupid damn kids.
The trucker watches in disbelief as the sunroof of one of those tiny ass cars opens and a bandit emerges, raising a spear gun. The bandit fires the spear gun through the passenger side glass, shattering the shit out of it.
Help, I'm being jacked. I-5 north at the 110 interchange.
And they jack that truck.
That's a solid revision, baby.
Wow.
They steal every
that
damn
was fast.
thick ass
That was
TV
fast.
from that damn truck. Every one of them. Interior, Toyota Supra, a high-tech beast. Its engine grumbles angrily. At the wheel is Brian, early 20s, rest in peace, Paul Walker. Good-looking, athletic, a golden boy. He presses buttons on the turbo control, and it beeps. Brian leans forward, expectant.
And second quarter mile. Okay.
Dodger Stadium, an empty concrete sea. The bright green Supra with Arizona plates is poised to pounce, a massive intercooler replacing the front bumper. Brian races around the track, but then loses control and spins out, almost smashing into a steel barrier.
Shit.
Cue an obscure song from the 90s band Live. Harry's Pro Shop. It's a high-tech, otherworldly gallery of exotic racing and performance parts. Harry, the proprietor, a tough older black guy, sits on a stool filling out shipping labels.
What now? I don't like you very much.
Like, you don't have to like me, okay? You just have to listen to me. I'm going over there. What do you want in your sandwich?
They know. Good luck.
Brian gives him a look and grabs Harry's key ring off the counter. Harry watches him cross and exit the front door. Toretto's lunch counter. Airbrushed race cars and submarine sandwiches on the wall. All unbelievably... Oh, fuck that up.
Drink.
Drink.
Unbelievably lifelike. Mia Toretto, Brian's age, slices a beefsteak tomato with practiced precision. What Mia sees is Harry's pickup parks and Brian exits. Brian enters, crosses to the counter, and turns on the charm. He seems entirely disingenuous and sincere.
Hey, Harry sent me. He said that you know what he likes.
Corned beef on a French roll with extra mustard. Do you know what you like?
Yeah, well, probably isn't on the menu.
Probably not, but our sandwiches are good.
Okay, yeah, give me a sub with everything.
Particularly tuna. Brian hands her the 20, looks at photos on the wall as she makes change. Photos of race cars, and several feature Doug Toretto, a square-jawed racer, posing with those cars. On the adjacent wall, there's a life-size painting of Doug, helmet under arm, a race-winning smile.
That's nice. Who painted that? Oh, yeah, I guess talent runs in the family, huh?
Family! Drink!
Emily drank.
Oh,
So, how's a guy, get a shot racing Dominic?
Mia looks at him, disappointed he's like all the rest. She slaps the change in his hand. Brian looks at the coffee in Mia's mug. It ripples with vibration. Something is approaching. Rumbling. Behind Brian, 4 cars streak past the windows. Their turbos whine. Waste gates hiss. Brian turns in time to see their dust. The noise fades.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Where are you from?
Tucson?
Desert dweller. You and Nick?
No, I'm me. I'm like my own thing.
Mind. Are you working for Harry? I bet he's busting your ass.
Oh yeah, I've been there 3 days, so I hope he's just testing me out.
No, it won't let up.
I think I prefer this Brian. Brian sags with mock weariness. In background, unnoticed to Brian and Mia, a bright yellow Civic glides to a silent, powerless stop behind Harry's pickup. The driver, Vince, is a tough customer who says a lot of inappropriate things in a wife beater because that's what people who say inappropriate things wear. His shaved head peppered with fight scars. Tatted and ripped, just like Clay Keller, Vince is an intimidator. His sidekick, Jesse, lanky and baby-faced, a wry investigator, types on a laptop plugged into the car's CPU.
Oh, check it out, V. See this hole in the peak? That's why you're unloading in your third. I length an injector pulse another millisec. Tune in the NOS timer and you'll bust 10. Watch, I'll ask Harry.
That ain't Harry.
He wraps 2 sandwiches in wax paper.
I'm sure you got big dreams and all, but racing in LA is for keeps.
Well, you haven't seen my car.
Drink.
Wait, are you thinking because of car? Because it was a
I
sexual
will drink to
innuendo?
that.
Make sure you.
She sees Vince watching and becomes serious. Brian notes the change, follows her eye line to the yellow Civic outside and reacts. Mia hands him a takeout bag.
Well, see you tonight? Huh?
No, we won't.
It's the Civic. Vince didn't like seeing that.
What's up with this fool? Is he sandwich crazy?
Yeah. Great.
Right.
Nice. Everyone finish your sandwiches.
The real line is, what's up with this fool? Pretty boy's in there thinking he's racking up numbers.
If he's driving that truck, Harry's got him sweeping floors or something.
Then he should know. Got to be punished for his ignorance.
Kick his ass.
An iridescent blue Celica and a magenta Eclipse with subtle yet trippy flower graphics park across the street, and from the Celica emerges Leon, tall, half-black, cocky. Letty exits her Eclipse, a cute young Latina who gets her thrills from racing. They lean against their cars and trade knowing looks.
Hey, what would you do if V wanted to get down with you?
Shoot him.
Brian exits and Vince is out of his car like a shot, stepping around quickly, bumps shoulders with Brian.
Excuse me, bro?
I'm not your bro.
Mia sees what is going down, slams the talk button on an intercom.
Get over here. Vince is gonna kick some guy's ass.
Dominic Toretto sits at a table eating a bowl of soup. Filthy, grease-covered, he sits on newspaper, studying a video of an illegal drag race, engrossed, learning.
Okay. Be cool, man. Be cool.
Tell me what to do. I ain't your bitch.
Wham! Brian nails him with an uppercut, clacking Vince's teeth together. Vince throws a strong series of punches. Brian blocks what he can, takes the rest, and waiting for an opening, Brian kicks Vince's groin, kicks his knee, and tosses him to the ground in one reactive blitz, and just for good measure, pulls his hair.
Vince is getting his ass kicked.
That gets Dominic's attention. He gets up, a big guy, following him through the back kitchen through a curtain and a pistol tucked into the small of his back. Dominic sees Brian twisting Vince's arm like bubblegum. Vince in submission. Dominic trades amazed looks with Mia, and Vince never gets whooped.
Shit.
Oh, no.
One hand leaving a greasy print, the other grabbing the snubbed 38 in his belt.
Don't shoot anyone.
Brian grinds the Sketcher on Vince's neck, and Leon and Letty come running to Vince's aid. Charges Brian and pistol whips him. Crack! Brian drops to the ground, stunned, seeing stars. Blood trickles from behind his ear. Vince struggles to get to his feet.
You're crazy kicking his ass. I'm the only one who can kick his ass.
He was in my face.
I'm in your face.
Dominic and Brian trade strong-willed ways. Dominic gives Vince a nod, grabs Brian's wallet, opens it, and shows Dominic.
Brian Earl Spiller. Serial killer name. Don't come around here ever again.
But no, I work around here.
No, I'll call them. You're fired. Don't come back. You do, you stupid. Serious ass shit.
Brian wipes trickling blood from his neck, and Brian glances at Mia, who, though unhappy for Brian, knows Dominic always triumphs. Brian thinks different, fixes Dominic with a look, intense and hopeful.
Okay. Here we go. Me and you, quarter mile. How about it?
Don't talk to me again.
Dominic crosses to the shop, heading inside. Brian looks down, sees the sandwiches have been crushed in the melee. Oh no.
Well, you owe me some food, okay? I'm sandwich crazy.
Hook him up, Mia.
Dominic locks eyes with Brian. The intensity of his stare gives Brian a chill and sends all the tuna back to the sea. Dominic enters the shop, followed by Vince and Leon. Letty gives Brian a long, hungry look, disappears inside. Jesse, last, gives Brian a haughty look.
Drink.
Come on, man.
You gotta earn the right to race the Dominator.
Harry's Pro Shop. Harry devouring a fresh non-tuna fish sandwich as Brian ices his head. Harry's delighted Brian got his comeuppance.
Frank?
Rico.
Who's Harry?
Rico.
Oh, slap. All right. I'll just start with this.
Here you go.
And end with, you're messing with my business. Dominic pays my rent. He's my best customer, my best advertiser. Every time he races, bunch of kids come in wondering what he's got. He called and wants me to fire you over there 5 minutes and you got your head split. What you gonna do now?
Brian looks away, purses his lips, thinking. Victory Boulevard. Harry's pickup cruises down the street. Brian behind the wheel, pensive. An unmarked with 2 plainclothes pulls up behind him. It whoops the siren. Brian reacts, pulls over. The driver exits. This is Sergeant Tanner, old and crusty. He approaches Brian and notices the bump on his head. Brian smiles, innocent.
What's the problem?
Who thumped you?
No, jack handle fell on me. It's nothing.
You have to come in. They hit this morning. 4 black Civics, shipping container from Japan, DVDs, PlayStations, notebook computers, insured for $1.7 million. The boss wants to see you. See you there.
Tanner pauses. He can tell something is amiss. Tanner returns to his unmarked. Brian looks worried. A Hollywood mansion, and in the war room of that Hollywood mansion, the living room of the palatial home. Evidence seals are taped all over the floor. It's a bunch of cops, y'all.
You nail these pieces of shit. We're counting on you.
Yeah, no, they don't know what they're in for, sir. Hey, what do you think of this place, huh?
I should have been a drug lord.
Bilkin's office is evidently
country accents.
It's an ornately tasteless bedroom. Sergeant Bilkins, young, really laid-back triathlete and ruthless bureaucrat in sporty casuals.
Brian, want a Coke or water?
Oh no, I'm good, Bob.
Anything?
I'm good. I'm good, Bob. Yeah.
You guys okay? Tea? Something? Anything? Drinks? Gentlemen, we're big time. I must have had 50 calls today. A lot of very important people have their eyes on us. Hate to ride your back, Officer O'Connor, but you're our best shot. Let's get the brief.
Sure. Okay. Well, I had my first contact with Toretto today, so that went well. I'm pretty sure I can get to him.
Think it's his people?
Sir, you know, they're thugs. They lack the sophistication.
Why focus there?
Well, if the Dominator's not popping these trucks, you know who is. You know, this world, it revolves around him. You know, these peckernecks worship him. He's never lost a race. I mean, Race Wars is happening in a week. It's the Burning Man of illegal racing. Now, we know our suspects are deep in the scene as evidenced by their vehicles and skills, right? So they will be at Race Wars to beat Dominic Toretto, king of the quarter mile. And I'll be there too, because after the racing's done, everybody's raving on ecstasy. Our suspects will have a big criminal buddy hug and brag about how bad they are. And when they open their mouths, I'm going to hear them, okay?
Race Wars, huh? San Bernardino Sheriff's been trying to get in there 3 years running. How you gonna find the thing, Bri? They don't exactly put up posters.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm going to work the sister, okay? She'll know.
Harry Jackson cooperating?
The man has no choice. I mean, he's been an outstanding resource. He informed me Toretto's racing tonight at the LA Coliseum, and I'm going to be there.
You're not racing. Whack some family in a minivan and the city's ass is wide open for a huge payout. Hear me?
Drink.
Loud and clear, Sergeant.
Well,
family.
I was leery putting a greenhorn undercover, but you're soldiering well out there. I've never had the privilege to meet your father, but I'm sure he'd be quite proud of you.
Amen to that.
In the garage, Bryant unlocks Harry's pickup and Tanner approaches.
Hold up, O'Connor. You can't do your job with hands tied behind your back. Sometimes it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Do what you have to tonight, but remember, that's an $80,000 car. We have to return it without a scratch.
I will use my best judgment.
I know you will. I worry about you. Toretto's a psycho, beating a guy half to death and all. I couldn't take it if you took a bullet in the back of the head.
Hey, that will never happen to me. Never.
Downtown LA, the only time this has ever been in a script, Limp Biscuit pumps. The city below wears a beautiful suit of lights, and below the Coliseum draws car headlights like moths to a flame. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of cars, and they go out of the way to say Chicanos, Asians, white boys, and blacks.
Wow. I want to make it clear.
Yeah, they wanted to make it clear.
It's a race war, so.
Yeah. There you go. Literally race force.
Whatever.
What do you want, Billy? You got to drink just for that great pun. Sorry, you got to drink on that.
I got you.
And everybody, screw it.
It says a dozen different bass lines thump.
Sounds rolling.
All the Limp Biscuits.
All the biscuits. Speaking of Chicanos, sweet ride, big ass intercooler. What you running under there? Got to find out the hard way, huh? Hector.
Brian.
Hector points at his car, a vicious-looking Acura Integra. Two of his homies stand there looking bad.
Quarter mile, 1,000 bones.
No, man, I can't.
Why are you out here then?
Yeah, I'm just, waiting for the old Dominator.
Their gestures at a Japanese team gathered around a shitty old Escort. No, around a black Civic. A black team is busy preparing a gold 66 Chevelle.
Get in line. You know that homeboy won't race for less than your car?
Yeah. No. I know the stakes. Who's Civic?
Danny Amato's. Goes light speed. There's the cat with the fine-ass hottie. Brothers be running a supercharged 327. Old school Chevys are more played out than Stairway to Heaven. Sadness. Maybe you got it. Luck, dude.
Hector crosses back to his Z. Brian has his eyes on the Japanese. Danny Yamato. Yep. Drink. The boss looks sharp in a knit Versace shirt, his arm draped around his exquisite girlfriend. An approaching engine growls. Rolling up in a fiery red Mazda RX-7 is Dominic. It is one scary vehicle, and Dominic gets out as intimidating in his car. Ad-libs of girls shouting his name. He's popular. Maya steps out of Dominic's RX-7, and she sees Brian and reacts. Brian and Mia trade smiles. Vince pulls up with Jesse, then Ladies Eclipse and Leon Celica. Everyone gets out and gathers, Mia with them, and Leon has a scanner and listening to the police dispatches.
Murder.
Edwin, drink.
How we doing this? It smells like a drink to me.
When it gets both losers' cars. Best. Hector's going to hold the titles.
Ed hands Dominic's DMV pink slip to Hector. Edwin casts a confident glance at his Chevelle, forks his over. Then Dammy, God, I'm just killing old Danny's name.
Come on, man.
We have to drink for cars.
Gives it up. Arizona emblazoned on its laden Hector's hand. Brian has joined them.
Yep. You know, add mine to the kitty. Yeah.
Huh? We all here because we somebody.
Jesse.
Drink.
Jesse.
Oh, what?
Hey.
Oh,
Jesse.
You can't just climb in the ring with Holyfield just because you think you can box.
Hey, I lose, I'm gone. I win, you know.
Pop to the
It's a drink for Dominic.
Nah, I was.
I'm sorry, you're getting into
That's
it.
that's a dramatic pause.
I just had some
Smiles, and then there's a feast.
Take a sip. Take a
Okay,
sip.
I'm acting in
Drink,
this.
bro.
Get in the moment.
I'm really bringing my character.
Take a sip.
My bad. I'm taking a drink for you. I'm taking a
I
drink.
felt it. I felt that pause right here. That was beautiful.
Bro,
The eyes were looking
I'm
into
just
my
out here
soul.
trying to do what the
Hey, I apologize. I apologize. Do you?
Pop the hood.
There he is.
Let's see how they do it in Arizona.
Years later.
Who built it?
Yeah, you know, my cousin and me.
They pop it.
1.8 bar of boost, twin turbo nitrous, 850 cc injectors, gradient sauce, HKS intercooler, and mega flow, racing wastegate, type R blow off. You know it's ported and polished with HKS cams. A lot of R&D in there. 600 plus horses at the wheel. You wish you built this. I wish I built this.
Silence, nerd.
We're in. Let's go.
Letty.
Oh, you're skipping it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Who needs it?
Eat your
Sorry,
sandwich,
no.
buddy.
Bite a sandwich. Bite that
Go bite that
sandwich.
sandwich.
Bite that sandwich.
Where that sandwich at?
Okay.
Cool, baby.
Hey, I'm trying to get prep for my okay. Hey, Brian, if things go bad for you, I can give you a ride home.
Yeah, you know, home's awful far.
Mine's not.
She smiles. Brian smiles, gets in his car. Mia hitches a ride. Dominic getting into his Mazda. Don't miss the drama. Engines scream into the night. Then there's a race. And they're racing. And then they're racing. And then Edwin says something like,
Got rice?
Oh, God.
God damn it.
Oh no.
and then Danny says,
Drink.
Got balls? Oh, no. Wait, Danny?
no,
Yeah, I'm
that's,
Danny.
yeah. Then
Got
they race some
balls?
more. Then they race some more. And Brian says,
Vroom, vroom.
Drink.
Screw it, I'm beating him.
they race some more. And Brian passes Edwin. And Edwin goes,
Drink.
Come on.
No, Monica!
then they keep racing. They keep racing.
Shout to the heavens when you say that.
They keep racing, and Brian gets all cocky thinking, I'm going to win because I got my super techno car. But then at the very last second, Dominic pushes his extra NOS, and it just like zooms him past him going like 5,000 miles an hour, and he wins. And then that's the race. The race is over. The race is done.
Yeah.
Find a smile. You lost.
I had you, yeah.
You never had me. You never had your car.
Drink, everybody.
Car.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Over clutching, watching the shift light, not double footing like you should. Lucky that final nostrils didn't blow the wheels on the intake, bitch.
Wow.
Me and the mad scientist got to rip apart the block and swap out the bearings you smoked. All right, Brian. Don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. I used to just enough to get me. I know. Okay, word.
Drink.
There you go. There you go.
I used just enough to get me there. You got schooled. Learn your lesson and go home.
Dominic walks away. Brian can't help but to be impressed. Looks to Mia, but both sad that can't be different. She looks away. Letty feels Brian's pain. She motions him over, and then Vince crumples $1 and drops it at Brian's feet.
Here's your bus money.
The other teams, the spectators, watch Brian. Ad-libs of punk, fool, motherfucker. Never more the outsider than now. Brian's anger boils. He knows he screwed up big, watching Hector hand Dominic the titles.
Cops! Cops! Cops!
Cops!
5-0! 5-0!
Cops! Cops! Cops!
You know where to bring my cars. You know where to bring them.
He splits. Brian sees Mia, then loses sight of her in the pandemonium. The sound of a helicopter, a searchlight sweeps the street from high above. Cars scatter like cockroaches. Brian unsure. Then he jumps in the Supra and peels out after Dominic. Flashlights lights as 6 black and white cars roar onto the boulevard. He makes a sharp right onto a major street and another sharp right into a parking garage. Under a small building full of doctor's offices, the red RX-7 corkscrews down, finds a space, and then he locks it. Outside the medical building, Dominic exits. And then all of a sudden, a cop spots him and yells,
"Put your hands up! Throw your hands!"
He runs through an alley, and then Brian pulls up.
Come on, you get in. Hurry up.
He does.
Go before they block us in.
They race out, and they're racing. They're running away from the cops. The cops are going all kinds of ape shit. 2 police cruisers slide sideways into the rear view. Brian yanks the handbrake, jerks the wheel. The world outside rotates. He does a 180. No one flinches. Dominic gives Brian a look. Well done. Brian floors it and sails up the road. He is gone before the cruisers can turn around. Dominic watches the sky.
We gotta spoof the helicopters. Like real silly like a prank. Kill your lights and stay on the side streets.
And now they're safely in Long Beach. Refineries and oil storage tanks line the lonely industrial road they travel in Long Beach.
No, I kind of snatched you from the jaws of the man.
Yeah, you saved my ass. I already did too. I ain't going back. I owe you one. You got a serious sack, my friend. Your sack is serious.
What a sack.
Can I keep my car?
Drink.
I'm grateful, not stupid.
An ominous rumbling, and suddenly they're surrounded by motorbikes. They box in the car.
Stop, man. These fools don't play.
And then they go off a side road and jump off their fucking bikes.
Get out unless you want to get blasted.
Good voice, Lance. Good voice.
Brian and Dominic get out. A new crimson Mustang speeds towards them, making a dramatic entrance. A striking Asian girl in the passenger seat. Out steps Lance's boss, Pete/Johnny Tran, in a $500 shirt, platinum jewelry, a regally imposing class act with a scowl. He crosses to Dominic with a 40-ounce beer in a bag.
Why are you down here, Toretto?
What's up, Pete? You gonna give me a shot at that Stang?
No, you cheat.
I never cheated no one in a drag. Not my fault you brought your little sister's big wheel to a man's race. Fuck your little sister too, bro.
Poor Mia, man. Food for thought. Not from Long Beach. Here you are talking shit. Is that your ride?
It was. It's his now.
No, it's not. I haven't taken delivery.
Then it's nobody's car. You know, somebody put a lot of work into this. A lot of time. What do you think, Lance?
Oh, it's an amazing machine.
Yeah. Nice ride, right? Look at these curves. Beautiful. Somebody loves this car.
Drink.
Difficult to believe it's nobody's car. Twice.
Double drink.
Drink twice.
He gives Lance a nod, and Lance grins. And then the sound of a machine gun. Someone give me the sound of a machine gun. Slams into it. Bullets punch into the Supra. Glass shatters. Lance pours hot shell casings from his helmet into a compartment on his bike. Pete He heaves the 40 into
Shannon
the car.
Karen in St. Louis.
The 40 shatters on the nitrous tank, and fumes swirl like a heat mirage. Pete lights a cigarette with a matchbook. He lets the whole book at night. Brian wrinkles his nose and smells gas.
Oh, don't do it. Don't fry it.
Brian can't move and lands on the Mac. Pete tosses the matchbook inside. Whoop. Everyone steps back from the burning Supra. Pete and his team laugh as flames reach skyward.
Don't come screwing around. You have no business here.
Pete gets in his Stang. Everybody climbs on their bikes and they peel out. The gasket to the nitrous tanks melts. Kathump! The tank detonates, blowing the carbon fiber body panels off like paper, shattering the flames. A jagged piece of roll cage sizzles past Brian's head, but obviously it doesn't kill him because he's in the next 5 films. When the worst is over, Brian and Dominic dare look back. A burning tires roll towards them pathetically. They trade looks and walk away, the two silhouetted by flames. The Toretto house. Modest, working class, big trees in the front yard. It's a house. Candles, incense, trippy music, wild paintings cover the walls, planets and suns and chrome nudes caressing in a void of stars. With an airbrush stylus in her steady hand, Mia adds highlights to a canvas of sensuously amorphous feminine curves. She hears a car pull up, looks out the window, and sees Dominic and Brian exit a goofy yellow taxi. Does a double take. Inside, shabby old furniture with a few electronic luxuries, a great sound system. Leon, Jesse, Vince, and Letty split a 12-pack and play a racing video game. Dominic enters with Brian and shuts off the TV.
Ooh. Fuck TV. Y'all guys are real worried.
Vince tosses Dominic a beer.
Drink.
Chris, this is the added line.
This is the line.
Chris, this is the added line.
The added. Oh, this is where the added line is.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, that's on me. That's on me.
Here we
I
go.
told you we would. I said
whole drink,
before we started, no one would
said
remember.
That. 35 pages in, we were on a roll. Okay, you can grab any drink you want as long as it's a Corona.
Hey!
Finish your drink. I just opened one.
I just opened a new one.
Ah, y'all are fucked.
Yeah, I shouldn't
this
have
is gonna be a
refilled my
bad
drink.
night,
I
bro.
should not have. I should have waited.
Round two.
It's gonna be a bad night.
Hey, Corona, if you want to sponsor us for a future read, shoot me an email.
Wait, they're not sponsoring y'all?
No.
God damn it! Why did we do that? No.
Weird time for the Corona people, given the circumstances.
Yeah,
I bet they would be just so pleased by the offer of a sponsorship right now.
At this point, yeah.
Oh my god.
Now go back and say that exact same line, but instead of Corona, make it a hazy IPA.
There you go.
Let's just keep going with the different beers.
You could have any drink as long as it's a stout.
You can drink anything you want as long as it's a hazy IPA.
It loses a little of the gusto.
I think maybe next time you should do like a framboise, like a nice.
Oh yeah, like a
Have
raspberry.
any drink you want as long as it's a Kir Royale.
Mm.
As long as it's followed by a LaCroix.
I don't think we get to 9 movies with
That's
any
the
of these.
family-friendly
The
version.
sober version of this. Thank
Any
you.
drink you want as long as it's a V8 fruit.
In the film, Brian and Mia share a Snapple in this scene.
That's White Claw.
Man, peach Snapples are delicious. Okay, back on track. So we just had the Corona line, and Vince says,
Why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cool. Didn't see you looking for me.
And cops almost got me. That shit was orchestrated.
Oh.
Every direction. They had undercovers watching us. B, a beer.
Vince tosses him a beer.
Letty.
Oh
Drink.
no, Letty again.
Come
on,
Letty, what are you doing?
I want to just enter the actual line
Letty,
used in the
please.
movie, which was
Letty,
because the Buster brought me back
Got
home.
me out of handcuffs.
Buster brought me
Yeah.
here.
Buster got me out of
Buster
handcuffs.
cares about me. Y'all don't care about me. That's why you don't get no TV
There's not as
time.
much
Y'all
emotion.
are
in this
real
script.
TV time because y'all niggas suck. How about that? How about that? Yeah.
This
Question.
scene has maybe the most questionable change from the script to the movie. In the script, Mia is an age-appropriate, like, cool artist, and in the movie, they decide to make her a high school student.
Wait, what? I did not catch that.
Mia's in high school in the movie?
Or is it like community college? She's doing homework when this party is happening.
Yeah.
You know what? A continuing adult education is important. I'm sorry you don't want to learn anymore, Clay.
In high school 2 years earlier in the faculty. She has to be in community college now.
Yeah,
she's much younger than Brian.
So what page are we on?
I'm on page 34?
34, baby.
Yeah, long ass night. Here we go.
No, shit.
I have to say, reading
Letty
this
has one.
graph makes me feel like Vin Diesel wrote 40% of the movie we ended up seeing.
He is a genius.
Yeah.
That is confirmed by this. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to give him too much credit, but the movie's better than the script. So if you
Oh,
wrote
I
it,
will
like-
say that. I'll ride with you on that one.
We all saw his Street Sharks commercial. We know.
It is impossible to
Right.
give Vin Diesel too much credit. We will
Out of
never.
range.
Okay, here we go. And then Letty says,
Letty says, "Yo, Bri, you can come sit here."
Oh, thanks.
Homeboy stymied the cops. It was artistic. This cat is sick. Then he rolls us to Long Beach, pissing off the locals. They put his ride out if it's misery with a Mac, whole damn clip. Then Sneaky Pete had a Vietnamese barbecue. That car blew apart.
Drink.
Face shot.
Car.
All right. I will say I like the script version of Dom that uses Donald Trump's naming conventions. No, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
Oh, Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete.
Goddamn Vietnamese Americans.
Oh my God. I call them the barbecue.
Wow,
They really
Thank you,
went
Clay.
wrong.
We appreciate that.
This is a ooh, I'm glad they switched that up.
They got you nothing because they got it all. $500 shirts, engines worth 30 large. These Vietnamese Americans got all the best shit. You know they're crooked. They're scamsters.
A whole damn clip. I love he says the whole damn clip. Like you were worried how many bullets they used. The whole thing. So, crazy.
Look, I normally shit on execs, but I'm kudos to whoever cut all of it.
Right.
You know that was somebody in the writer's room going, "Come on, man, we can't." No,
we're not doing that.
The Asian American here says thank you for that.
They're like, "We can't do this."
I mean, we've already been set back enough.
Oh my God.
We got Miss Saigon still rolling out. Madam Butterfly still going out the rec center. Come on, man.
Still don't have justice for Han.
Gosh.
So thanks. We'll stay away from the G word. Thank you. We're good with that. And the D word.
We're not really saying that. We're not saying that word.
No one has said it so far. Yes.
What is the word?
Are we?
What?
Do we
When
forget?
we get there.
Wait, guys. We're reading the script.
Yeah.
What happened to that part? We're in the reading the script part.
Oh yeah.
We're mid 36.
Yes.
Focus.
You know they're crooked. They're scamsters.
We're 36. I think we're 35.
36 in the file.
Middle of
No,
35.
you were on 35 on top of the
35 if you said it.
You got a drink, Dominic.
Do I have to drink for that?
It's better to go by scenes. We're on scene 72.
Yeah.
Wow,
There are
this is-
72 scenes in this
I found
movie
it.
already?
Not halfway through yet.
We're doing so well.
I
This
mean,
is why we
25 of
can't
them were
have
just
nice
one
things.
car racing. So
All right, so we're at come on, V. They designed our cars
Hey, drink.
Drink.
Drink cars.
All of us? Oh shit.
and invented ramen.
Are we drinking for
You're welcome.
racism too, or
Oh
no?
my God. Jesus Christ.
no, we'll
What
take
is
credit for
happening?
ramen. We're gonna take credit for ramen all day.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're good at that.
Yo,
That got it everywhere. You
and
you
they
all
also,
got it through
and they
college.
also
You're welcome.
contributed a bunch of other things too.
Is that true? That I don't think the
Pluto.
Vietnamese did ramen though.
Yeah,
No.
honestly, I don't think this is actually right at all. I think
Yeah.
it's wrong with this script.
taking accreditation for the
let
entire
that
Asian
slide.
population will be. We're generalizing the final product, so let's just keep it at that.
What I do know is you owe me a 10-second car. That's what I do know.
War room. God damn it. Brian enters with a big grin. Tanner, Muse, and Bilkins are tense. Bilkins pulls a large Ziploc from his drawer, and inside is Brian's police radio. Fire scorched, ash white.
Here's your radio. Long Beach PD recovered the UC car full of bullet holes and burnt to a crisp. Highway Patrol expects it returned in good working order.
It wasn't street legal. That's why it was rotting in their yard. They can't auction it. It was an impound. Didn't cost them a dime. You know, let them bitch, sir. They can't produce a receipt saying they bought it.
He's right. We can paper fuck them.
Their loss is our gain, sir. Sneaky Pete's the shot caller, okay? Lance is just triggerman. Carries a Silence Max submachine gun. He sliced and diced the super. Pete Tran did the cooking. I say we put him at the top of the suspect list. What, look, I've been sitting on Toretto's couch, drinking his beer, getting the short course on who's who, okay?
Hughes and Tanner trade incredulous looks. Bilkin leans back, looks over the chart of street racers, and Brian leans on his desk, looking him in the eye softly.
Sure, I'm in.
Excellent. And you believe Toretto's not our hijacker?
Correct.
Nevertheless, I'd like to send a strong message to the illegal racing community by incarcerating their grand poobah. He's got one violent felony. Any dirt you can dig up will bury him. Can do.
Can do, sir.
I feel like some people getting by. I feel like some people getting by that need to be sipping. I don't mean to be drinking all my drinks.
Brian reacts. He doesn't like the idea, but will have to do as he's told. That's called performance.
Yeah, I personally.
Glasses come off.
Griffin, yo, don't let him off the hook, though.
I'm in the zone.
Don't let him off the hook, man.
Griffin is the second coming of Edward Norton, guys. Keep it together.
I didn't agree with that acting choice, but that's
Looked like it looked like a choice to me. Yeah,
I
a
would
real
do it like
choice.
99 more times if this was a Nolan
less is
film.
more.
So.
All right,
there was a lot of head waving.
That's my acting style. It's a lot of this.
Okay, here we go.
This is good.
Oh boy. All right. Where are we?
Bilkins.
Get a location on Race Wars.
No, sir, not yet. First, I need another car.
Drink, everybody.
Oh my, this is crazy.
Wilshire OPG as a Porsche.
No thanks, Sergeant. It's all about rice power. You know, I'll kick around the impound, see what I can scare up.
Keep it up, Brian. Brian, keep it up.
You have to come back on a Saturday.
Muse.
Who's Muse?
Muse.
Rico.
Oh shit.
Oh, Rico.
I thought I was Muse with a C. Okay.
That's mute.
Yeah. Gonna go work Toretto's sister. Okay. Lucky guy. Gonna go work Toretto's sister. Lucky guy. I spank off to her surveillance photo.
What?
Yikes.
Was this movie?
That's what I do.
Do we have to drink for perverted things that people
Oh my
say?
God, that's nuts.
The line is basically in the movie as well.
Okay.
Toretto's
This man
lunch
said-
counter.
This man said that at his job. Okay.
Mia unloads supplies from the back of a pickup. Brian pulls up in a battered Nissan 240 SX. The entire
Wait a second. We skipped Brian's dressing down of Muse's horrific comments.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Nice.
Great, Muse. Great.
Toretto's lunch counter. Mia's
With a
doing
head
work.
wave and
Brian
everything.
pulls up in a shitty ass ride.
You have to know that Brian doesn't approve.
Yeah.
Brian that's needed. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
He views her as a
He's a good
woman,
man.
not an object.
He's a good,
There's an Oscar
solid,
for
moral man.
That we get an Oscar for that. Yeah.
We have to balance the film here.
You literally just said the words rice power. Like,
Yeah. The lion's back.
I don't know, man.
Thanks, Luke.
We'll go from shitbox.
Oh, nice shit box. Dominic's at the house.
Oh, no. I came to see you.
Here I am. So now you saw me. Brian, I think you're in good hands with Letty. A lot of guys like her. You're lucky. She's real picky. You should go for it. She's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm not into Letty.
Everyone's into Letty.
Everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Everybody.
What is she, sandwich crazy?
She's so sandwich crazy.
He doubled up on the sandwich crazy.
Damn, sandwiches never stop with this guy.
Man,
You know, I mean, I'm not everyone.
Oh, right. One of a kind.
Right. Yes. You know, maybe I'm into you.
There's someone loving you in Arizona, Brian.
Maybe, you know, maybe I didn't love that someone back. You know, maybe that's why I left. Got a fresh start.
Did you say goodbye?
Yeah, come on. I didn't run away. I'm not like that. Let's just have a drink tonight, and I'll tell you the whole sordid saga. We'll kick back. We'll have some laughs.
Right. On the curb, me and you with some 40s.
No. We can do better than that. How about margaritas, mariachis, nachos?
No, I better not.
Mia, come on. Don't you ever want to party? Put on Ice Ice Baby, do the Running Man. You know, things that people do in 2001.
Or in 1992.
Topical, Mia. Come on, I'm doing the Running Man, Mia.
Don't do that.
What?
You stop yet? Just stop. Okay.
You can get the ladies.
You win, but only maybe. Jury's still out on you. And don't ever fucking do the Running Man in front of me again.
Okay, maybe it's acceptable. Maybe it's acceptable.
Bia opens the door to the shop and Brian carries in a stack of heavy boxes. At Dominic's house, Dominic and Jesse work on a VW bug in the shade of a tree. A speaker thumps the bass line and Brian pulls up in his 240 SX. He gets out and crosses to the bug.
Hey, got a car.
Hey.
Car.
Oh my god.
Jesse.
And it's Jesse's world.
Jesse's drinking again.
Shit. All right.
Yes,
I was sip on that.
Drink that shit, boy. Drink that.
Is that a performance choice?
No, this time this is the performance choice.
My character is very absent-minded.
He forgets all the time.
I'm constantly forgetting things.
He's aloof, if you will. He's aloof.
Dude, that's a 10-minute car.
Right.
Oh God.
I don't know where y'all are at, but how
fucked
how far are we in the script?
We doing great.
We
We're
doing
good. We're good.
We have like 100 pages left.
All right, you gonna tow it?
Yeah. My daughter's tucking me in tonight.
Yes.
I didn't mean to go over your joke. I'm trying to push through because I'm fucked up. You gonna tow it or you gonna push it across the finish?
Oh my God, a Skyline motor.
Good find, my man.
This will hold on before we get into this is interesting. Okay, I will say as a car fan, so in the original movie we had a Supra presented at this point, and he had the Eclipse, and the Skyline is like the god of racer cars. So the fact that they were going to introduce a Skyline in the first one scrapped it along with all the anti-Asian weird shit that was in between it. I was like, we could have kept the Skyline stuff because it's good, but it does come back in Too Fast, Too Furious for those who do not watch, because that's the first car we see in that series. If you didn't know, I am a Fast and Furious unabashed
Nerd alert!
yeah. So I'm just saying.
If you like the movie so much, maybe you should pay attention to what's reading the script.
And I don't have to pay attention because it's all up here. This is where the script is loaded.
I memorized it.
And I think that warrants you to drink.
Version, this version, or
the movie version.
Okay,
this shit is all new to me.
This is the 14th.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm literally waiting for the Black Lives Matter scene in there.
It's coming.
We don't stand by the things that were said in the first half of the movie. We didn't know, and we don't stand.
Yeah, we should have opened this Billy Ray with one of those like historical concepts.
Back in 2001. Let's talk about it.
No, and then Gary comes up and he's like, "All lives matter," and then
Clay's not wrong. This needed a disclaimer.
You get Dr. Jacqueline
19 years ago.
Got a drunk history disclaimer.
All right.
We can start it with a drunk history introduction. That'd be great, actually.
Well, we could keep reading it.
Okay, all right. Here it is.
I like Dave's.
Let me know what you guys think about finishing in the script.
We don't always finish.
For that co-host.
We don't always finish.
We gonna get to it.
We've had some where we don't get there. We don't
the
get there.
script. Don't worry. We doing the sidebar. This is also the Fast and Furious podcast.
Director's commentary.
This is the extended, questionably racist cut.
Billy Ray. This is why we only did this once a month.
Look, this is fine, okay? This is fine. We read the script a quarter mile at a time. Unless we get there when we get there.
Look, I cleared all of my schedule.
Yeah,
this point, the quarantine pretty much extended to the end of the year. So
the longest one we've ever done was 3 hours and 22 minutes. So let's see if we can...
Let's beat that.
Yeah,
let's beat that
record. Yeah. Let's beat it by being.
Me and Griffin alone have enough. We only have enough Fast and Furious love to just talking sidebars. Little anecdotes that you might have not known.
You know what?
Let's keep doing all 8 movies.
And with that, I'm on
Billy Ray.
Okay. We're going to go from the decimate line. Jesse, decimate line.
Which is what page?
Yeah.
It is script page 40, scene 76.
Okay. But just for those keeping track on the wiki, it is page 76 where the show went off the rails.
It's scene 76.
Because it should start where good find, man.
Is it ironic that this movie is called Fast and Furious and we're reading it very slow?
Yes, that is exactly what ironic means.
Slow and deliberate.
Slow, but it's
sidebarred. Slow and sidebarred.
Slow and furious.
Slow and tangential.
Slow and tangential.
It's slow and confused.
Slow and wasted.
Malaise and slightly disappointed.
And delirious.
Oh, God.
After you put about 15 grand in it, more if we had to overnight parts from Japan.
Put it on my tab at Harry's. Race Wars is coming up. Heard of that?
Yeah, it's 2020.
When I said this line, I didn't realize here in 2020 talking about race wars. Anyway, it was a different thing. Race wars was a car. Anyway, it's something to see, Brian. It's something to see.
God.
I want you to roll out there with us. Gonna make money off your ass. You'll make twice back what I.
He prostituting this man? What is he?
I'm reading it right. I'm making money off your ass. You'll make twice back what I loan you racing suckers. No shortage of them. And I didn't even misread that. That's how it was written. No shortage of them. Then, if you're down, I'll race you again. We'll go double or nothing.
Drink.
That was a drink.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
We're watching you, bro.
Don't do it.
Shit. Yeah. No. I'm down. Yeah.
I'll give you a parts list. The special order stuff, you have to get on your own now. You have to get on now. You have to get on now.
Great. That's totally
iffy.
Yeah, that's true. Go.
Where do I do the wrenching?
In the bedroom, dog. Damn.
My tools are your tools.
Toretto driveway. Vince, Letty, and Leon walk past the house to the garage and back. Vince, carrying a 12-pack, stops in his tracks. He sees Brian and doesn't like a goddamn bit of what he's seeing.
We're gone.
You got nowhere else to go. He's cool.
He's not, Leon. He's on Dominic's ass, pursuing him like an amorous homosexual man.
Wow, dude, this is crazy.
The script
What
fucking
is the
sucks.
script, yo?
I'm sorry, this is horrible.
If he attempts to seduce me, make no mistake, I will react unfavorably.
You're gonna stick to it.
No,
Act according
give me no honor, my nigga. That was great.
That was well
I
done.
want you to
Well
read
done.
every line now like you're reading like a 19th century, 18th century gentleman.
I feel like I can tell which revisions David Ayers made.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Shut your mouth, Vince. Don't start shooting people like an asshole like you did last time. He's just tripping on being in LA, okay? He don't know what it's about yet.
Drink.
That's
Sandwich.
You gotta drink. You gotta drink.
Double sandwich.
This woman's grammar is just
Surely you must be aware that he is trying to court Mia.
Don't call her Shirley.
Fool's trying to hit it.
Oh man.
well, Mia's not gonna lift up her skirt and just drop her panties, but I fucking will.
Wait, where are we now?
Yeah, I got thrown off.
Leon.
Leon.
That's oh my god, that's my fucking line.
Yeah, Drake.
It's not mine, all right? Yeah.
I know
One
you. Wow, I
line.
know you will.
One
I know
line.
you will. I know you
Computer
will, Eddie.
screen.
You guys are improvising a lot, so I'm like looking at the fucking lines now, you know.
It's just all letters now.
Add
There's no
respect
sense
to the
of
text.
Not happy about
Words don't exist.
There's a lot of improv. I'm just letting you guys know out there. A lot of improv going on.
They're on a
we
computer
can do
screen.
this.
They're on a computer screen circa 2001 looking at a car. Then in the Toretto kitchen, Jesse's working on his laptop. Brian sits next to him, fascinated. Both are filthy and tired as fuck.
Tony Adjustables save us
Drink.
2 pounds.
Drink, Jesse.
Thanks, man.
I was saying it. I was saying it. I was saying it. I was saying it. I was on point. As you can see, I'm working on my laptop. So I was working on the laptop while I was getting ready to say the line. But
one laptop.
Yeah, you getting that method action like Brian. Got it.
You're licking your lips like LL Cool J before every line on NCIS Los Angeles. Well, you know.
Tony Adjustables save us 2 pounds and give us a better whole shot.
Mia sets down a huge pot of spaghetti sauce because in this script they were evidently Italian. Noise at the front door. Dominic instinctively puts a hand on his gun, but it's just Vince, Letty, and Leon. They enter noisily and take seats around the table.
Just in time.
What? I gotta eat.
Come on, Jesse. Eat.
And then Dominic shoves a plate of spaghetti in his face and drowns him in it. They tear hunks of bread from big loaves, bowls of sauce, pasta, and salad, because again, they're Italian in this. Mia looks at the oil stains on Dominic's glass.
Could have washed up. You know,
Drink, Dominic. Drink.
Dominic.
Fuck. Oh my god. I'm looking.
Yeah, sip on that.
It was
Wouldn't it
acting.
make sense if they were Italian, since
Tough,
the
man.
Olive Garden
Reacting.
logo is when you're here, your family?
Dominic and my oil black
Shouldn't
arm.
they be Italian?
They are Italian.
Yeah,
Toretto.
Toretto. They're Italian.
No, are they?
Yeah.
They're Cuban.
Toretto
They
is an
established that
Italian
they're
name.
Cuban, don't they?
Toretto sounds
No.
Toretto's
They
Italian.
have family in Cuba. They're
So
everything. They're
They're
the
Cuban.
Let's
They're
go with
Cuban
that.
Italians.
Italians.
They're
Let me
Cuban
throw some
Italians.
shade at
Okay.
Dominic.
Any Cubans in the chat room? Chime in.
Okay. Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know. Let us know.
This is my war pain.
I remember when we used to say Grace.
Best little girl in the world.
No. Get off me. No. Dominic, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I love you too. Shut up. Go eat. Stop touching me.
Dominic relents. Mia smiling. She watches Brian eat, studying him. He seems content in his newfound family. Mia grabs a camera from the china hutch and aims it at Brian.
Wait.
I'm gonna do your portrait.
Dominic and Brian walk across the front yard.
Yeah, how you getting home?
It's on a bus, I guess.
You want to ride?
They cruise through San Pedro. Brian is anxious and tries not to show it.
God, yeah. You know, we're nowhere near my crib.
I don't like how you say crib at all. Like, when you say crib, it makes me fucking feel disgusting.
That's not the line. Right.
And trust me, bro. Trust me, all right?
Somewhere in San Pedro, oil wells suck crude like steel sandbirds. Okay. Pitch black at the storage garage. Fluorescents flicker on, revealing a shrine to Doug Toretto. Racing pennants, all sorts of racing shit. Dominic pulls off the cover, revealing a 90 Buick Regal. This is one bad car. Not the prettiest, the baddest. Dominic opens the hood, exposing the Buick Regal awesome engine.
Me and my dad built her. 900 horses, beast. Know what she can run in Palmdale? 9 seconds flat. My dad was driving, so much damn torque. Chassis twisted, coming off the line. The old man barely kept her on the track.
What's your best run with her?
Never driven her. Scares the shit out of me. Guess I don't have my pop's balls. Like,
Dominic.
our balls are different.
Dominic takes a framed newspaper clipping down from the wall and hands it to Brian. It's headline, Race Favorite Killed in Final Lap.
It doesn't mention our balls, but he died doing what he loved. Quit pipe fitting at the Navy Yard and hit the pro stock car circuit. He was yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, God, this is gonna be a lot of cars. Last race of the season, just turned 18. Ken Jorgensen. This old Saudi was beaten, came up from inside the final turn and clipped his bumper and put him into the wall at 120. I watched him burn to death. I could hear him screaming. A week later, I ran into Jorgensen at the Promenade Raceway. I wailed on him with a wrench until I couldn't lift my arm. Almost killed him.
Drink Pomona.
Pomona? That's not
Pomona.
Yeah, Chris, Pomona.
The real place. The real
I can't
place.
do that.
Miguel, are you from Pomona?
Drink from my hometown.
Yeah.
I was wrong as hell. It was an accident. I killed a man almost. I live my life a quarter mile at a time, Brian. For those few seconds, man, it's just me and my ride, little road, nothing else matters. The mortgage, that loser sandwich that she has in her house, she doesn't drink. My team and all their bullshit. For those few seconds, I'm free.
Dominic stands embarrassed by a show of sentiment. He looks at Brian. It's okay. Brian's eyes are sympathetic. The warmth of friendship binds them. In Harry's Pro Shop, a dozen lowriders and a familiar 300ZX rumble up to the shop. Speakers thumping. Brian tends the counter. Hector Silva enters with 6 tough, ripped, and tatted homeboys. And through the window, 6 more can be seen watching the cars.
Hey, what's up, dude? Come on.
Hey, loco. Bad we didn't race. I'd be out some lunch money. Got hectic when the cops swooped, huh? How's Dominic treating you, Supra?
You know, I mean, not as nice as I did, yeah.
Hook me up. 1-4 of everything, Watchabeto. Pasa la feria, vaca.
La vaca.
Puta.
Yeah, no, of course, I'll hook you up. Yeah.
Wow. Whittier Boulevard. Brian cruises in Harry's pickup along East LA's main drag. East LA neighborhood, tired old houses interspersed with garages and machine shops. Brian parks. Harry's pickup night. Brian grabs a duffel off the floor, sets it on the seat, and he unzips it, digs through the tools inside, grabs a hydraulic bolt cutter. He puts on a ball cap, about to get out, cratches his own eyes in his rear view. He's about to cross the line and knows it. At a side door, Brian snaps to work on the padlock with the hydraulic cutter. Snap. The side door opens. Brian rushes inside. A keypad is beeping, and Brian follows the whirling up the wall with his mega light. Wham! Brian kicks in a closet door, a big steel alarm box on the wall, and he plugs it from the phone jack. Relaxes a notch. Then he hears a dial tone. The alarm's modem is dialing. That's right, a modem, kids. Brian panics, kicks a hole in the drywall under the box. A second phone jack. Silence. Brian smiles. He checks out the garage. He starts lifting drawers and cabinets. He hears voices and music. What he sees outside the window is a pile of trees where the dozen homeboys from earlier kick back and have some cold ones. Brian quietly retreats from the window. Brian lifts a cover, a Honda Civic, white not black. The next is brown. Brian is clearly disappointed. He checks on the homeboys. Everything seems cool. Crosses to the side door. Brian furtively closes the door, approaches the corner, walks into a shotgun held by Vince, not a fucking homeboy.
What?
Whether or not
that coming.
Whether or not there are a dozen Mexicans out there is not my concern.
I don't know what race they are. I know they're outside. I know
I will rend you in half.
I would say
in twain.
essays is probably better than Mexicans in that context.
Essays.
I want to say
The old-timey
essays over-
character would not know what essays is.
Essays.
Vince knees
That would
him
be
in the balls.
SS.
Vince knees him in the balls. Brian doubles over, trying not to moan aloud.
You fight dirty like a cop. Move it.
Vince presses the muzzle against Brian's ears, marches on the building to an alley full of old tires, rusted mufflers, and body panels. Jesse waits in his VW with the engine running and a cigarette glows in the shadows. Out steps Dom, revealing himself, his face cold, scary as shit.
Ryan, this is one of those times where you need to be very clear about what you say. Nobody's hurt yet. Okay.
Okay. Chip. What did I do?
Shut up! Why are you up here?
Well, you know, I'm not taking any chances after losing my Supra at Race Wars. Hector's team is going to run 4 Civic with stock engines, T66 turbos with NOS and 4-inch exhaust, right?
Distort the fuel curve, but if they go plus 50 on the plus width, it'll pop the injectors open quicker.
Right, exactly. Yes. I mean, what do you think I was doing? You know, all paranoid and whatnot, coming at me with the big stuff. I mean, what did I do to you?
I like to know who I kick it with. V, put the gauge up. You know what that means, V.
Vince lowers the shotgun and glares at Brian.
What? You got a nut shot on me, okay? We're even.
You gonna check out everyone's shit?
Many as I can, yeah. I mean, you already know what y'all got. If you're down, there's a cocksucker whose cash I gotta take. You know, I'd like to know his poker hand. Are you down?
Dominic and Vince trade looks. They're down.
Oh, God.
Trans Garage. A sign reads, Trans Collision and Performance. Jesse Bug shit. Fuck. Okay.
Frank.
Jesse's bug glides to the curb across the street without lights. 3 figures get out, move into shadow. Brian, Dominic, and Vince eye the building, a formidable structure. Brian notes a fire escape on the adjacent building and points it out with his companions. They run across the street and up the fire escape. Starting from one side to get a good running jump, the 3 sprint across the roof. Jump, jump, jump. Dark. Then a shaft of moonlight stabs from above. A skylight has just been jimmied open and Brian's head and shoulders appear in silhouette. The drop is deadly. Brian dangles from the skylight. He begins to swing back and forth. Back and forth. He slides down the hose to the floor. Then Dominic joins Brian and Vince. Now on terra firma, the 3 trade relieved looks and Brian steers his maglite across the darkness, illuminating the impressive equipment. This is the most elaborate garage we've ever seen in our entire fucking lives. There's a dyno, diagnostic gear, and a fancy pickup for errands. They've even got a cappuccino maker. Even Dominic is impressed.
Damn, this is state of the art. I mean, big bucks here.
You got to jack some of this shit.
2 races on a hydraulic lift. Brian crosses the one, aims his mag lights up. No engine. They cross to the other lift.
Where the engine's at?
Brian wanders towards 4 small cars closely parked together under the same trap. Dominic's pocket chirps. He pulls out his cell and checks the caller ID, angered by the distraction.
What, Jesse?
Jesse is slumped in his seat, terrified, watching the Viet Long beach team.
Oh man, they're
return to the
coming!
garage path.
They're coming!
Brian steps into the moonlight as he reaches to lift the tarp.
They're coming.
Dominic shuts his cell, eyes wide. Brian freezes, looks up at the impossibly high skylight. The sound of motorcycles, the three lock eyes. Dominic runs towards the car lift. He slides into the deep sump underneath, his boots splashing into ankle-deep oil, and Brian follows, stopping what he sees a small sack of VCRs in their boxes, hidden behind a row of tires. Dominic stinks in the sump under the car of the lift and is 38 ready.
Where the hell are you?
Brian frantically copies VCR, yes, VCR serial numbers onto his arm. The garage door begins rising.
Hisses. Brian!
Brian dives into the sump. Splash! As the lights come on, he pulls down his sleeve to hide the writing on his arm. The garage door opens and Pete and Lance enter with their entourage.
Pete, drink.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
had 300.
There's more store there.
Sold for 300.
Open your mouth. Come on, Ted. Can't ever keep the big thing closed. Why now? Open it.
He presses the novel under Ted's nostril, fills the sinuses with 50-weight synthetic, and Ted retches and gags, coughing in agony. Pete clamps Ted's head between his knees and fills his mouth with oil, and Ted struggles violently. Watch from below the shelves he's wedged himself into, safe for now. Just like Pete's team, Pete releases Ted. He vomits and rides on the cut cement, blowing snot bubbles. Brian and Dom peer over the edge of the sump, their eyes on floor level, both ankle deep in oil. Brian hates what he is witnessing.
God, we have to stop this.
And then Pete keeps going.
Where are they? Sell them to someone else? A couple Nissan Sylvia S15 engines would pull a premium a week before race wars. Who'd you sell them to?
They are located in my large storage building.
Kiss my shoes. Kiss them. Kiss
Ted leans over to kiss Pete's feet. Wham! Pete kicks him in the chest. Ted gasps like a fish, a tuna fish, turns blue. Pete hands the cards to Lance.
Go get him.
Lance crosses to his pickup, gets into another team member. The pickup, 6 motorcycles are started. The door is rolled open, and the pickups drive out with 6 motorcycles escorting it. And Vince, taking advantage of the noise and distraction, to low crawl to the bathroom. Low crawl, fuck. Brian and Dominic do the same. In Pete's garage, they alley behind it. Vince drops from a high window. Then Dominic and Brian, they look around, take off running toward Jesse, waiting for VW at the end of the alley. And they get out of there. War room, next day. Brian sits in the corner typing. He hasn't cleaned up from the prior evening. Tanner enters and shows Brian a mugshot of Ted Anderson.
This him?
Yes. Oh my God. Holy shit. Yes, that was quick.
Stand by. He's on probation for receiving stolen goods. Pentium motherboard from a burglary in Gardena. Your boy's a top echelon fence. You tighten that new. Oh no.
Oh no.
Whoa!
Absolutely not.
Yeah, why don't you move on from that? Huh?
Yep. Sorry. Bilkin's boss is flying out from DC. I want to close this case before FBI God steps off his plane. Come on. I don't know about this one either.
Yeah, it's also culturally offensive.
It's go time.
Bilkin's office. Bilkin leans back in his chair, finishing Brian's report. Tanner and Brian await his verdict. Bilkin
go,
sets the
Drea,
report
you
down,
go.
looks dryly at Brian, and then smiles that Bilkin smile.
Let's move on then. Because I'm dealing with the federal DA and judge. They're not rubber stamps like LA Superior. The first thing the DA will ask me is how you develop this information.
Just a reliable, confidential informant.
I need a name. It won't leave this room.
Dominic Toretto. It's Dominic Toretto. He witnessed the assault on Henderson. He provided the numbers off the VCRs. He saw the 4 black Civics parked inside the premises. P-Tran's our guy. I guarantee it. So let's just get the affidavit into the judge, get signed off, hit this piece of shit with a tactical platoon now, okay? We got mass reasons to take homeboy down.
Feeling sympathetic, Brian?
Worry not, Bri. Go in 48 hours after we work up a raid plan. We will romp and we'll stomp. Meanwhile, get in the field and keep your ear to the ground.
Sir, just if I can throw something out quickly. In light of Toretto's cooperation, it might be unfair of us to pursue any unrelated criminal matters against him.
You're right. We'll leave him alone.
This makes Brian's day. Dominic Shard, a hot day. Brian, Dominic, Jesse, Leon, and even Vince strip Brian's 240SX, tearing out everything. The Nissan has been stripped. entirely. Mia takes frozen meat from the big freezer outside and can't take her eyes off Brian.
Yikes.
Jesse.
Jesse, drink.
Oh,
Jesse.
damn it.
Come on.
All right, this time, the one time, it is my fault. I'm gonna switch it up to Suntory.
That's really classy, man. Good for you.
It's classy.
Centauri?
Story time.
Yeah. It's
time.
Toki time. It's time to get.
Yeah, we know what it is. We got it.
I don't know what Centauri is.
Oh, all right. Let me
Gotta
get
get
a nice
Tokyo
cup.
drifted. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Okay. There. Perfect.
They stop laboring.
You break her heart, I'll break your balls.
A lot of balls in this.
Yeah, I'm really balls focused.
Balls should have been the word for
Dom
drinking,
is
man.
like
Seriously.
focus on the sack of the balls, how the balls are hanging.
Are they dad's balls or are they your balls?
Status of the balls. Yeah, yo.
Dominic's kitchen. Mia works on a part of meat ball sauce. Brian enters. He's ready with a glass of ice water.
Thanks. Hey, how's my painting coming?
I'm always cooking. I haven't started yet. I want to know more about you first. I'm not making spaghetti sauce for the 50th time in this bucket. Let's turn a fucking stove on for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because wouldn't this be nice with a little, salt around the rim, little premium tequila, crushed ice, lime juice?
Yeah, I'll pick you up at 10.
It's a date. They smile. Cantina Real, cozy and relaxed. Candles on the table. Mariachis in background, and Maria. Ugh. Mia is absolutely radiant in a sexy little number. She licks salt from her margarita.
So, not to harp on the subject, but how's my painting coming?
So lunch today, the meatball sauce wasn't enough?
No.
Haven't started yet.
Yeah, okay.
The picture I took, it's your expression. When I paint someone's face, I'm really painting their feelings. And you look so content sitting there, I thought maybe I'd get a good picture. There's so much anger in your eyes. What are you so angry about? You don't like my sauce?
Oh, no, come on. This is a bad picture.
Miss Arizona, do you miss her?
No. I was Mr. Arizona.
Okay. You got me. Do you have a lot of family back there, mister?
Family.
Hey.
Shoot.
No, I don't. I have an uncle who watches out for me, but my daddy, he passed on.
Yeah, I know. Dominic told me. What happened?
Some evil scumbag snuck up from behind him and then shot him in the head for a damn wallet. He stepped up to my pops like a man. Outcome would have been different, but he was such a good guy. I'll get the punk who did it. I'm gonna get him eventually. It's been about 10 years, but I'm gonna get him.
When you're sober.
Yeah. How's your mom taking it?
Bad, real bad. Yeah, they were super close.
They were married.
Really, still in love after like 30 years. So I guess you couldn't live without him at some point. And she got sick, and then the next thing I know, I'm at her funeral. So.
It's really fucking sad. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that on a first date.
No. It's who I am.
Now you're so angry.
Drink. Just joking.
Mia squeezes his hand.
Amazing, how folks leave their marks. My dad wasn't there when he was there. Dominic worships him. I know he showed you the shrine. The only thing that made Dad happy was building and racing cars. He chased my mom off. She hid in New York.
Cars, that was cars, guys. You all missed this. Cars.
Cars.
Oh, Dang it.
We were
I was
right
off
up in
in
the
the moment.
emotion.
Yeah.
I was trying to do some thing called acting.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
What's
Where
that?
was I?
She hid in New York.
Right. Thank you.
Or New Jersey.
She hid in New York or New Jersey. Actually, we're really not sure which. I kind of wish she'd taken us with her. You know, Dad could be scary. I get it. The future looked bright for a while. We took in some strays and made our own family.
Jesus Christ, this shit is insane.
And then, you know, Dominic got his operator's license and drove big rigs, and I was in art college. But speeding tickets and student loans, they killed those dreams.
Later in the parking lot.
Can I ask you a question? Why doesn't Dominic race professionally?
He murdered a guy and they banned him.
That guy. The audience.
I'll do it.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
I'm fucking with
He's
you.
a janitor at a high school.
Out of him.
And he takes the bus to work.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you, Brian. He just beat the shit out of him, a guy. And they banned him.
Gotcha.
3.256 with hot cams, sleeved and ported. Tanabe exhaust, G-force chips, airflow intake, ball bearing turbo.
Oh, wow. Dominic hooked you up, huh?
I hooked me up, Brian. I got grease in my blood, remember? Want to talk car? There you go.
Car.
I can get that from anybody. You want more? Get in. I'm driving.
In her Accord, driving, she's going fast. She whips through the turns with hair-raising precision, passes a huge Mercedes into incoming headlights, and she cuts back into her lane with an inch to spare. She laughs. Brian looks at her and thinks she's insane and loves it. El Segundo Beach, near an LAX main runway and an abandoned housing development. Some cholos from Venice. Cholos?
Cholos.
Cholos.
Cholos, way.
Cholos.
And Mia's Accord. Brian and Mia sit on the hood and share a pack of Twinkies, watching the moon set over the, Corona Twinkies, a lot of sponsors.
You can have any snack cake you want.
As long as it's a Twinkie.
As long as it's a Twinkie.
Was this a Twinkie?
What I had in my glove compartment. Calm down. This is my beach. It's my ocean. And that's my moon.
This is nice. This was really nice. Thank you for bringing me.
Brian is relaxed at ease like we haven't seen before. Mia looks at Brian and his moonlit features against the starry sky like one of her paintings. Ever so cautiously, she takes his face in her hands and stares deeply into his eyes.
How I want to paint you.
They kiss, gentle and tentative at first, and then she paints him like one of her French girls. Then passion and hunger takes over. They kiss deeply. Brian slides his hands up her thighs and pulls her closer. She chews on his ear, her breath hot. He hooks a finger in the waistband of her panties and tugs.
That's my favorite move.
Tugs. Works every time.
No, not here. My mom's watching.
Where?
Here.
She pulls him down to the sand. A 747 takes off, its engine screaming at full thrust. Santa Fe Springs, an industrial area. The turbo diesel of a big rig growls as it rolls down an empty boulevard towards a freeway on-ramp, where the bandit waits. Thuds on the roof of the trailer. The big rim grumbles on the on-ramp with 4 black Civics following it. And now we're suddenly in Brian's apartment. Bare except for a lawn chair and the futon that Brian sleeps on, because he's an adult. He enters his ringing cell half asleep.
They hit last night in Santa Fe Springs. Bilkins pushed the rate up to this afternoon at 1700. Go back to sleep, kid.
Okay, Toretto's Garage. Brian's 240SX is primer gray. Now the work can begin in earnest. The SWAT cage. 3 dozen SWAT officers sit at classroom desks as Bilkin, Tanner, and Muse explain their targets. And now it's a montage. Someone give me some montage background music. Dominic, which is the reconditioned reactor to the car. Wilkins whiteboards a diagram of Pete Trans garage. Vince Wills in a roll cage. Weapons are broken out of their lockers. Leon installs range braces and calibers. SWAT cops clean weapons. Jesse installs sensors and wiring. SWAT cops load magazines. Radios are passed. Boots are tied. Jesse installs. Bilkin passes. Vince and Jesse install. And the FBI sniper lovingly oils the action of his rifle. Vince helps Brian install the windows. The SWAT cop spits. Mia masks the car. SWAT cops file. Mia sprays the car. End of montage.
Billy
Oh boy, Harry needs me to make a parts run up to Simi Valley.
And everybody knows exactly what's happening. Parking lot. Harry's pickup parks next to an unmarked car. Muse drives. Bilkins up front. Tanner in back with Brian, showing him the 50-page raid plan.
We're hitting 3 locations. There's 7 gang members in the garage. Team 1's got that. Lance Wynn's house is Team 2's. Pete Tran was observed at his residence. He Team 3 property.
Who is Team 3?
We are. Much better.
8 SWAT cops in black battle gear slam home magazines. Kerchank! Let the bolts of their weapons slide home. Flying out of the back of the truck. 4 mechanics, older Vietnamese, throw their hands up as a wave of 16 cop commandos rolls towards them. Rolling through the garage, 7 of Pete's team watching a video on 2 couches in the corner. They are ferociously taken down by a well-armed defensive line. Lance finishes brushing his teeth just out of the shower, a towel around his waist. He douses himself with talcum powder because that feels good. Looks off in the mirror, a silly bee. Smash, the window breaks. Lance stares incredulously at a SWAT cop. Wham! The door is kicked in and Lance is tackled by 2 SWAT cops. A 3rd SWAT cop in background talks on his radio.
Base team 2, bingo. Copy. Gonna buy the Dominator a steak.
Pete Tran's house, solidly middle class, nicely decorated. Pete sits at the dinner table with his mother, father, his teenage sister, 2 older aunts, and their husbands. Wham! The front door is kicked open.
Take what you want. Please don't hurt us.
Hey, we're cops, asshole. There's no reason to be scared of a white cop in your home.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
No reason.
Her baby blue eyes behind that black hood. This is
Guys,
weird.
this is a good time to remind folks that if you would like to make a donation to our
Donate to
charity,
Black
Black Lives
Lives
Matter.
Donate to Black Lives
Yes.
Matter, please.
You literally have no choice. You have to
look on our
donate
website.
now.
I got some Black
The
Lives Matter
donation
today.
button, top of the
So that-
website.
So
Donate
that's the
watching
equivalent of
this.
a no-knock
Yeah.
warrant.
Our
Is that
call
what that
centers
is
are
right
standing by. Our call
If you're
centers
watching
are
this,
standing
you are
by.
complicit and you need to make a donation.
But you know what? We're going to go from Pete to Peter Pan. If you want Pete to not get accosted by white cops, clap. Clap at home. Clap if you believe.
It's a very Tinkerbell moment.
Billy
Clap
Ray,
if you believe in
remind
equality.
people. Billy Ray,
Like I'm
remind
reviving
the
Rick
viewers-
Ewan's career. Hold on. I feel like we're doing this.
What, Clay? Remind viewers of what?
Remind the viewers of the special prize incentive.
That's right. If you donate money and
the
you
2
send me-
prize incentives.
Yes, if you donate money to Black Lives Matter and you send me proof of that with a screenshot, first prize is the 8-disc Fast and Furious set on Blu-ray 4K, and then the second prize is a Dominic Toretto pillow.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get a Dominic Toretto pillow.
Griffin, could you model that for us?
Yes, sure. This is the one I have. It printed poorly, so his face is stretched.
That aspect ratio is way
Not
off.
really selling it well.
Yeah,
I
his
guess-
It's
arms
also
are
kind of
not
blending
big
in with the rest of the
enough.
stuff
Yeah.
behind you.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
yeah.
just
Too
many
many
bits.
even more montage.
There's too many
of
Vin Diesels. I don't know which one is the pillow or not.
You have a
Or
lot
is
of
it not enough Vin
Sexy
Diesels?
editions of Vin Diesel.
Can I get one with the shirtless Vin Diesel?
Well, this is my shirt. Yeah, here, there you go.
That's not even from the movie. That's him on his balcony in a paparazzi photo.
Is that him from Man Apart? Is that from his Man Apart days?
No, that's a recent photo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Are
go.
we in Harry's Pro Shop?
We're in Harry's Pro Shop, and
Mhm.
Harry is signing legal papers on LA County DA letterhead. He is
boy.
extremely grateful.
Billy, you know that word.
Harry?
Harry?
Rico.
Harry?
Yes.
Who's
I was
Harry?
taking a dramatic pause.
The beginning of the line.
That was an acting performance
So you
choice.
gotta drink, man.
No.
Respect my craft.
Are we still doing BLM incentives? Look, if you watching this stream right now and you say you DM me right now, and you make a donation to Black Lives Matter, I will send you an edited nude from now to when I sober up tomorrow morning. So there's a small period.
Edited in what way, my man? How you
I'm
edit
gonna
that?
put like a little smiley face over my penis.
Like right on, like
don't get
right on
that.
the
I'm
head.
saving that for marriage. But beyond that, you get to see this.
Okay, Iffy, when you started doing that, I thought you were doing like an impression or a character, but this is a genuine offer.
No, this is a
You will send
genuine
me
thing.
actual
If
offer.
you DM me and
Hold
you
up. I have to
donated
follow that up
$5 or
with a
more.
line.
Yeah,
Jeez.
sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
$5 or
Harry.
more to BLM. Go ahead and slide in my DMs, and I got a present for you.
You want people to slide into your DM so they can get a nude picture that's
Yeah.
not a dick pic.
For
Yeah.
That's censored dick
For
pic.
charity.
Yeah,
Come
for
on.
charity.
Do you have an
I'm
only?
saving
Do you have an
that dong for
OnlyFans?
marriage.
Do you have an OnlyFans or anything?
No, I don't have an OnlyFans, but I definitely have a growing backlog of nudes because my, COVID has put my dating life in shambles.
A growing catalog of nudes.
Yeah. So
is,
as soon as someone,
great name for a novel, man.
Yeah.
If anybody does this and sends me proof of the nudes, I'll donate $15 per nude to Black Lives Matter.
I
will match Billy.
How exactly are they cataloged? Is it a date thing or a
Well, I just put them all in my
background,
hidden
or-
folder because sometimes you're having how you have good hair days, you have a good dick day, and you're like,
Yeah,
let me snap
guys.
this real quick.
As much as I love talking about dicks, and as much as black dicks matter, let's move on to the Harry's shop.
Different kind of Harry. Here we go.
None of this wouldn't have happened if I didn't fuck up and not save my life.
Let that be a lesson to everyone to be good at acting for the rest of it.
And then,
together.
Please, God.
And then Harry said, "Thank you, man. Fines I can handle. I'll pay all that. Probation, no problem. I'm not even jaywalking, but prison, that's..."
Yeah, no. You're cool now.
Well, thanks, Brian.
Dominic, drink.
Oh, all right. Sippy dippy.
Oh, you're gonna drink? That's fine. I don't have to. That's good.
Dominic, that's you, Dominic.
And Dominic says,
Grace, you up, baby?
Wait, oh shit, am I lost?
He was donating and sliding into the DM so he could get you.
You try to get that censored nude.
Yeah,
it's
he was
cool, we
punching
get
in
it.
his credit card.
He 146.
He was putting his PayPal up in there.
Hey, seed 146.
Yeah, we're so just so you know, we're reading the Fast and the Furious. It's
Oh my God!
I had Gone with the Wind opened up. Let me close that up. I had Gone with the Wind.
Mammy.
I had Gone with the Wind opened up.
Mammy.
I think this is worse than Gone with the Wind.
No, Gone with the Wind's pretty bad.
So Dominic said, middle of 65.
We'll be back. Hurry up. Crying.
PCH, well north of LA, the ocean dashes itself against the rocks. They're going down it. Brian behind the wheel, Dom in the passenger seat. They enjoy the beautiful California day. Brian is ecstatic about his reborn Nissan, making adjustments to a fuel mapping program.
But Nissan.
Okay, stand by. Go.
Stops the gas.
Shift. Double clutch. Shift.
He does.
Floor it. Wind her out.
He does.
Brake. Stop the damn brakes.
He does.
Drive hard, motherfucker. Smash the throttle like a clutch in. Shift hard. Use force. Pimp slaps.
I'm sorry. Pimp slaps?
Yes, I said that.
A red Lamborghini Diablo pulls alongside them. Its vanity plate reads "The Biz." Dominic looks at the talent agent behind the wheel, the gorgeous elite model riding shotgun.
Not the Biz.
Love the Biz.
Love the Biz.
Nice car. Love the biz.
Ah.
What it costs?
$423,000.
The agent revs the engine. He wants to impress his girl.
Hit it.
Brian mashes the gas and beats the Lamborghini off the line. Brian works the gears, the speedometer climbing fast. Brian's Nissan blows away the Lamborghini and shrinks in the rearview as the frustrated agent gives up. Man, this car is fast. Easily the victor, Brian eases off the throttle and he and Dom tap fists.
Homeboy got gypped.
I don't feel great about that one either.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend that the word gypped didn't happen. Our apologies to the Roma community out there.
At least they spelled it differently.
It's gypsy. It's the Roma community, also known clearly as gypsies.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know
that at all, bro. That's not that. I will say I can't speak for all black people, but that doesn't reach the black culture at all.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't know it either. No, no clue.
That was a thing.
It took a while to get to us, but we
spelled it different.
If there are any Roma out there who just heard that and felt offended, if you donate $5, I'll donate $100 to Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I like that.
Why don't you donate to Roma Lives Matter?
And a penis
I
pic.
feel like the description
How
is
about that?
Billy Ray, does someone get a picture of Iffy naked if they do that?
I mean,
God,
look,
we're not going back.
I'm constantly checking the DMs. No one has cash.
we're not going back to that. We're not going back on that
entice
path.
a single person. That is not no one's
He
intention.
doesn't get here until Sunday, so you gotta wait till Sunday to get some of that donation money.
Okay, look, then fine. I'll raise the bounty. Okay, for $5, you get an edited nude from Iffy, and you get a signed photo of Vin Diesel by me. You get both.
Oh, you got a twofer now.
Yes, you get
pretty
two
great
on
over
dick.
my dick. You also get a signed by Griffin.
Yes,
picture of Vin.
And electronically signed.
If this if this reading continues much longer,
Yeah.
we're all getting a free photo of Iffy's dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post it in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, he'll just be like,
Oh,
oh,
this.
what the
If you
fuck?
go past 10:30 p.m. Pacific time, Iffy just has to post a nude on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm totally down with that. If we put a goal,
Guy here.
if we put a goal, and we reach the goal by the end of this, I will straight up post a edited nude on my straight up timeline.
Guys, I think we can
There's
make
incentives happening right now.
I think we can finish this read by 9:45.
I think that'd be awesome.
Amen.
I think 9:45 is
That
doable,
sounds,
guys.
that sounds great.
With that said, Neptune's Net. Brian pulls up to the funky restaurant. There are surfer dudes and chicks, bikers and their babes. Our apologies to the biker and babes communities. Dominic and Brian exit the car. Brian's beeper goes off again. Dominic thrusts his cell phone at Brian.
Get paid.
Yeah, that's very aggressive.
Hello?
Yo, hey, it's Brian.
Yo, Brian, get your ass back to base right freaking now.
I like that they said every racial slur in the book, but they're like, right freaking now.
Right.
PG-13 movie. It's PG-13. Yeah.
Brian expertly plays it off
for the MPAA.
All right. Well, have a good one, sir. Talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, it's my uncle. He's just checking up on my ass.
LA number?
Yeah, no, he drives out to LA sometimes.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Who's this?
Who's this?
I'm me. That's who it is. It's me. What are
I'm family.
Brian?
You're family.
Nice.
Oh, family shit.
Tell him the least he can do is have dinner with me. I'm not out here every day.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Least you can do is have dinner with your uncle, man.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And he hands Brian's relieved. Dominic pulls a toy race car from his pocket and hands it to Brian. Brian notes driving instructions written on it.
What's this?
An invitation to Race Wars. Now it's complicated because it's not Race Wars by race, but it's Race Wars by car. And your car represents your race.
Drink.
Your race is
Hard drink.
separate. Yeah, there's just drink to it.
Just
Yeah.
Just you. Just.
Someone
And now
has
they're
already sent me a donation link, so I got to go into my news folder. I went into the news folder.
Nice.
Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your
And now-
donation. Lives matter.
Thank you
We're
for
in
your donations. Enjoy that censored dick pic.
And
I don't like that you keep mentioning that it's censored as if it's like a bad thing. Like, you know,
No. Just want to make sure they understand what they're getting. That hasn't changed at all.
Why would that be a good thing if you want to see a dick?
It's
Because
artfully
you see my
edited.
body.
It is artistic choice.
No, I'm gonna put
yeah,
a pause to this because I think the fellas need to know this. If you send a dick pic, you got to send your whole body. Don't send just the dick. It's weird. It's very weird.
That's
Send the whole
weird.
body with it.
No, I want a face to the dick.
How are you gonna do that by yourself? You need
That was the
space.
face
to
to
be
the
in
elephant.
the
What was
camera.
this?
if the face is there, why is it called a dick pic? Why is the dick the most? It's the
It's
face.
a body. It's a full body pic.
No,
Then it's no
but
longer a dick pic.
just send a dick. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? If you send the full body, I'm like, I can work with this.
Okay, how much do they have to?
Shut up. That's
How much?
That
How
sounds like
much do they have to donate for a whole pic?
Is that a
We have a child. We have a child.
Is that a child?
Yes, I am a
wrong
father.
place to
If
bring
you
a
did not
child.
know, I am also a father.
Welcome to Dick Pic 101.
Yeah,
Dick
yeah,
Pic sending
yeah. I
101.
am a father. I am
So
a
that
father.
is the result of what is in the picture produced.
Yes. This is the cause and effect of the photo itself.
Yeah, just so you know,
Yeah.
it works. That
It
is.
works.
I like to show my child before I send a dick pic to let you know it's functioning.
That's your professional references right there. I got it. See what's going on. That's your res. I
It
got
works. So check it out.
Got it.
Oh my
Now
God.
at Bilkin's office.
Yes, it's my turn to talk again.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Trying to say a line.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
Dick pic.
The vehicles in Tran's garage were not black Civics. The machine gun didn't turned up. That's silly.
Grammar in this is killing me, man.
Hey,
VCRs were legally purchased from the good guys by Tran's uncle, who happens to own a video store and dubs pornos.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
illegal about that.
Sorry about that, everyone. Wish and Poof stopped playing, so my daughter had to let me know.
We have nothing tying Tran's team to the hijackings. They OR'd on bail an hour ago.
I'm gonna blast you, but shout out to Jake Christie, who not only donated, but after receiving the censored dick pic, said thank you.
Aw.
You already sent it out?
With a question mark or an exclamation mark?
No, it was like,
already.
thank you. You kept to
And,
your
and
word.
manners with the pick of dick. That's
I
great.
am not
Wonderful.
lying when I say I have a backlog.
My
of
God, you didn't
news.
make your daughter take the picture, did you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is
Thank
before
God.
she even got to my house. Look, Daddy only takes nudes when she's at her mom's house.
Anyway, moving forward.
Okay, let's just get
Take us there, Bilkins.
I'm gonna read some more of the script.
Black Lives Matter.
Look, just so you know, for all you who are for 2-parent households, if you're wondering what your dad was doing when you were at mom's house, probably taking
No,
nudes.
we don't want to know.
Probably taking nudes on a Polaroid.
No. Is it weird that I would rather hear that from my mother than her tell me that there's no Santa Claus? I'd be like, okay.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What?
I know. This is
Dave,
news
just
to
start.
us,
Dave,
Eva.
just go.
I know that's not true because I just got Santa nudes the other day. So.
All right.
Take us there, Dave.
Just keep going, Dave. Just go
all,
through it, Dave.
all of them. Prosecutors waiting until Monday to drop the charges in case the machine gun turns up. Officer O'Connor, you have embarrassed me in spectacular fashion. I have zero tolerance for misconduct. I am placing you on home duty pending the internal affairs investigation. I recommend you contact an attorney. You are dismissed.
Yes, sir.
And he just
Walk
said,
away, Brian. Walk away.
And now they're on the mansion balcony.
Either Toretto fed you a line of shit, or you're the one who fed us a shit sandwich.
Sandwich.
Drink.
I know you're too smart to let. God, I know you're too smart to let that Goomba play you.
Whoa!
Oh.
No, we don't say that.
Mario Brothers.
Okay.
This is Sopranos. This is the Sopranos.
Chris Cuomo would not be cool with that. All right,
Did
get
him,
that
did
out.
Super Mario Brothers.
Okay. I know you're too smart to let that plumber play you. So toward the ladder. He never gave you those serial numbers, did he?
Look, I copied them from the manifests, okay? Sergeant Tanner, P-Tran is our guy, okay? I know I'm right. I learned from the best cop who ever wore a badge, my dad. Now, he taught me it's black and white and not in a racial sense. We got to do our job and stomp these insects. Like the Dick Lice, son of an asshole who shot my daddy in the head.
Dick Lice.
A normal phrase that everyone uses.
Yeah.
Son of an asshole. We all call people son of an asshole.
Brian, it doesn't matter who you lock up. You can't bring him back. You've always been a good kid, but it scares the shit out of me to hear you talk like that. Black and white? There's something I have to tell you.
Deep breath.
Donate to Black Lives Matter.
Donate to Black Lives Matter. Brian, the man you think your dad was and who he really was are two different things. Your dad was a top drawer police officer, but he was just as human as the rest of us.
Oh, no.
He was having an affair with Jack Van Patten's wife.
No, not Jack Van Patten.
Being a good detective and all, Van Patten found out. He ambushed your father, not some criminal at large. A brother cop killed your dad.
Wow.
That's why Van Patten stuck a shotgun in his mouth. It was
Holy
a mess.
shit.
That's a
And
lot.
everyone did what they had to do to make it right. we lied about it in court and just pushed it all under the rug. Blue comes first. Nothing's black and white, but the damn cars we drive.
Cars,
Drink.
all of
I
that.
want to drink to that.
Is that in
Fucking
the
God.
movie?
Holy mackerel.
Not in the movie. Not in the
None
movie.
of this shit is in the movie.
Dick Van Patten.
Who's here? We got to do
I
this.
don't remember Dick Van Patten at all.
None of it.
Jack Van Patten. Jesus, people.
Fucking Christ, Lou, what am I supposed to do now?
Leave your ass by cracking this damn case. Otherwise, come Monday, they'll rip you to pieces. Your first instinct was this race wars thing. Follow your nose.
I'll do what I gotta do.
And now they're in the desert. Scene 164.
Oh, wow.
Jesus,
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, we skip. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. It's not
I
me.
like this. Whole lot of desert stuff that we get to skip through.
That's it.
Yo, hey, Jesse, where's everyone at?
Iffy, are you
Jesse,
sending a
drink.
tasteful
Oh,
nude?
yeah. Sorry. I'm in
Tasteful
the middle
nudes, Iffy. Tasteful nudes, babe.
I'm in the middle of dick pic, dealings right now.
I hope you're in the classy artistic
Got an
dick
order.
pic section already.
He's literally on Twitter tweeting at people. I see him doing it.
Metering.
I just because I'm a man of my word, just like Dominic Toretto. I'm a man of my word.
And like
Don't
the Joker,
put
baby.
someone- and I was like, if you want that censored dick pic, you have to DM me. I'm not gonna send unsolicited censored dick pics to random people.
So who has the next line?
Me. Wish me luck.
Brian.
Brian,
drink.
What? He already said it. Sorry.
did say
Hey, hey! What's up? What's up?
Jesse, talk.
Jesse.
Say something. Anything.
Hey, anything.
You got to keep up, bro.
What's
Jesse.
up, Jesse?
Jesse.
Jesse,
Yes,
Jesse,
it's
for
your line
Christ's
right
sake.
now.
If I'm racing
But
cars.
no,
Fine, baby.
What did I say?
Just
Oh,
Jesse.
oh, shit. Okay.
You gotta finish it,
I
Jesse.
gotta refill it. 'cause I definitely finished. I definitely finished
What the
drink,
shit?
so I
It's
gotta
blue
go- I gotta go back.
What's blue?
He's like gone through a whole liquor
Yeah,
cabinet.
this is the kind of
Man,
coonery
you
I
mix some
cannot
liquor, it's just gonna be
stand.
entertaining.
My God.
24 pages
You
left.
know what, Dave? You know what?
No, I don't know what. I don't know what. Tell me.
Well, I'm all out of Sailor Jerry's.
Oh God.
So-
Is that hypnotic?
No, I
this
wish.
buildup,
Hypnotic.
this buildup has been intense.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Hypnotic used to be the real shit. Alizé and Hypnotic.
Alizé.
Alizé, that was
Hypnotic.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
and now Jesse says,
Wish me luck.
Wait,
No,
No, I'm racing for
There we
cars.
go.
Cars.
Great.
Cars.
My God.
Jesse.
Ain't that your dad's car? I mean,
Car.
you can't bet what's not yours.
No,
That's
no.
funny, buddy.
Look it. I'll win this fool's car.
Car.
Me and my pops can roll together when he gets out of prison.
I need to pee so badly. Not if they lock him back up after he kills you, okay? You call it off. Who are you racing?
Some fools racing a Honda 2000.
Yeah, some fools racing a Honda S2K. Gotta burn this fool.
Hey, look. You better win, man.
time displays are reset to, oh God. Time displays are reset to 0. A spotlight between the lanes glows red. The light turns yellow. The two drivers tense with anticipation, and Jesse grabs a shifter, pushes in the clutch, and trades a look with Pete. Vroom! Jesse's head is thrown back. He pulls ahead for an early lead. Then Pete crosses the gap until they are dead even. They burn through the gears. Jesse gives Pete the finger and hits the nitrous. He shoots ahead several lengths, and Pete isn't worried.
Yeah. Too soon, my child.
He eyes the track ahead, calculating, then hits the nitrous. Pete's Mustang busts the finish line, then Jesse by half a car length with tears in his goddamn eyes. Dominic shakes his head sadly at Jesse's loss, and Mia and his team react. What they see, Jesse keeps going.
Where's Jesse going?
Right out the gate, gaining speed, smashes through the outer fence, and is gone. Dominic's team trades surprised looks. Brian runs over and joins them. Mia's happy to see him. Brian taps fists with Dominic.
Jesse raced Sneaky Pete for pinks.
Dominic.
Man, I don't know.
You're drinking. You're drinking.
165A.
Just say damn it. Just say damn it.
Damn it.
The problem he didn't need.
I won. That's my car now. Where's he taking it?
Car wash something. You'll get the car. But not shysters. Just
Okay, now I'm offended by that one.
Yeah,
Shysters hit fine people.
Guys, they said car twice.
All of
Car
them.
twice.
What does shyster mean? I
They
mean,
said
I know what it
car.
means, but what?
It's
No
like
one's
it's like
drinking.
it's an anti-Semitic term.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
They
It's-
said car.
It is.
They
It
said
is.
car twice, and no one's drinking.
Oh shit, you're
Yeah,
right.
we did.
Why have we lived in a society where everything that we've ever known is offensive? That's
Yeah. This one is a new to me. I was like, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Oh, I gotta stop. I say that every other word. No, I
Yeah.
don't. I need to clarify. I do
I'm
not.
just say banana all the time, nigga.
Say banana.
Shyster.
Banana's safe. Banana's the one safe word we have.
Yeah, it's like, yo, banana.
Hey. Not sure about the banana part.
I feel like there's a bad banana term.
There is.
Oh, 100% there
There's
is.
a bad banana.
Oh,
Banana is not safe.
Thank you. Okay, Pete.
Thank you, Carolina. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially if it's
Okay,
used
banana.
to superimpose on his nude pic.
Oh, that's
Banana
crazy.
right
Back
there.
on that again.
Where we at?
Here we go.
Where we at?
He looks at Dominic and scowls.
Can I sidebar real quick while we're sidebarring anyway? Because in the movie, Johnny Tran like really oversells this. He's like, SWAT came into my house.
Why are you
my
giving
family?
Hey, why are you giving away my acting secrets before I launch into this shit? Come on now.
It's not in the script. I'm looking at the script lines there.
Don't give
I
me
got a
line
lot of
reading.
it.
I'm sorry.
So you read this.
Want to go?
Add whatever you want to add to make this work.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Please,
Yeah, that's
embellish.
Be cool. Be cool, motherfucker. Cut you up in my house, shaming me in front of my family, dishonoring me. I was going to slice my wrist. It was bad, like seppuku, because
damn
you
it.
dropped a dime on me. Cops were talking about you on the radio.
yeah.
Oh, what do you say to that?
Bullshit. Like a fool bull having a shit on the ground. Bullshit. I never dropped a dime on nobody. I never dropped a dime. I've never had a dime in my hand and dropped it.
Thank you so much because that is the energy. of that.
And no, I ain't done yet, because your bull with his shit, I got a bigger bull with much larger shit. Because your blue-eyed, possibly loving homosexual relationship.
Wow, this
Oh,
shit
no.
is the man.
Wait a minute.
No.
He says something
Homosexual label?
This is actually in the script. I stopped paying attention. What's going on, man?
Team out there doing things that are naughty to trucks. I bet it's your team. Don't even think you're pulling your sins on me. I'm sick of you messing with my team. It's stopping.
When did Johnny start crying?
Dominic nails Pete on the tip of his jaw. Pete throws a combo, landing one on Dominic's forehead. Dominic really goes nuts, crushing Pete's head with his bare hands. No. Vince and Lance punch each other. Pete's
Race wars. It's race wars.
Ryan swings
my
at
God,
two
it is-
Vietnamese who rush him. Letty stands her ground, throwing solid punches, as does Leon. Mia clotheslines the Vietnamese guy running at Dominic with a screwdriver, and that's a drink, not the screwdriver. He goes down on his back. The screwdriver is suddenly seized from his hand as several Sequoia-sized Samoan security guards, this can't end well, wade into the fracas, separating the combatants.
Get back. Y'all ain't squabbling here.
The teams trade hard stares as they part.
This isn't over. Fucker.
All right, Toretto, keeping the pieces all. Harmony, bro.
Who's drinking?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hang on.
after all that drama, Mia.
Ugh.
Well, look
You're
at
doing
you.
great.
He's a nutcase. There's no way you're a cop.
Abandoned runway. It's time to dance. A full rave is in effect. Brian exits a porta potty, hitching up his pants, and it's a fucking rave, y'all. Scene 175. Brian waiting for Mia. All smiles like nothing is wrong. She arrives.
Man, you went way down, eh?
Hey, where's everyone at?
Meeting us by the DJ's tower. Come on.
They run
No,
off.
Mia, wait!
Abandoned runway. Mia plunges into the crowd, and Brian follows her deeper and deeper into the writhing mess of limbs. They go deeper and deeper, and then Brian says,
Look, every badge in Southland wants to blow your brother out of his boots, okay? This is your chance to save his life.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm a cop.
You?
Yes, I'm investigating the hijackings. I'm from Simi Valley. I'm not from Arizona.
You fucking shrimp asshole. You lied to me, Brian. God, is that even your real name? What's your real name?
Ryan O'Connor. They suggested I use my real first name to be more natural.
So wrong. You played me like a piano. You don't do that to people.
Hey, look, my feelings are real, Mia.
Mine too, they were, but you lied to me.
Okay, I lied, okay? I lied to you, but unless you help Dominic, you're gonna be standing by a hole in the ground with him in it.
Oh, shit.
So how about you help me save him?
All right, let's go.
abandoned gas
It
station.
plugs in.
There are cars there. Leon, Letty, Dominic, and Vince.
Don't like doing this without Jesse.
This is sketchy with all the heat.
It's perfect. 2,000 people saw us.
On the hilltop, a figure on a motorcycle watches the gas station. 3 cars gaining speed. Right through the darkened windshield, Dominic drives. Next to him is Vince. Both wear earpieces. The mood is serious yet professional.
We're car short, so Letty, you got right side. Let Leon keep on the.
You and I know.
Yeah, we cool.
I'm cool. Cool.
I'm cool. Cool.
Yeah, cool. V. Yo, V. Yo, nigga, you cool and you got kids. Yo,
Yeah, I'm cool.
and whatnot. Yo, how cool are you, dog? Like, yo, V, on a scale of 1 to like not paying attention. Are you cool?
Are you cool? No doubt. Or
Cool.
Vince?
cool.
We're now in Brian's 240 SX. Brian is doing 120 miles per hour. Mia has a map on her knees.
Sticks of stash here outside the thermal.
No, but they wouldn't double back, and the 10 is too well patrolled. Shit. Oh, God, that leaves.
All of this.
Now in Tanner's house. Ring.
Tanner?
Hey, it's me. I got a task here. Can you call Pac Bell Security and get a cell trace going on Toretto's phone?
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Making headway?
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Desert highway, a tandem big rig. The driver is a lean former Marine. A plug of tobacco in his cheek blinds him. The lights in the mirror do. He grabs a shotgun off the seat next to him. Kerchak! Loads a live one. A pickup passes him. Keeps going. The driver relaxes a notch, puts down the weapon, and Brian's cell rings.
Hello?
No, northbound 86, mile 114 outside Coachella. Watch your 6, Lone Ranger.
Yep, every day. Okay.
Okay.
We're good. Exit's 4 miles that way.
3 black Civics zoom closer and closer. Vince puts on a gas mask. Dominic pulls closer to the tandem rig.
Big honker.
Yes.
And so they try to jack this truck, but he's got a shotgun and he blasts it. Vince let goes and bangs against the grill, hanging by the steel cable attached to his chest.
I'm hit. Guy's got a boomer. Shoot this fucker.
No way. The thing jackknifes. You're all dead.
Get me off of here now.
A howling whine. 3 Hurricane motorcycles appear on the lead bike. He pulls the Mac 11 from his jacket. And Lance opens the throttle wide on his bike and pulls ahead of Pete and overpasses concrete columns just ahead.
Boss, you've got bad company.
And then the band Bad Company starts to play. Pete zips along Dominic. Fearing Pete's Mac, the driver lays down on the seat. Pete Tran aims the Mac at Dominic.
You're going down for this shit. Not me.
He shoots Dominic's front tire. Rubber shreds off. The magnesium rim grinds on the asphalt, trailing sparks. The rig is swinging back and forth. Sees Lance, Letty does, getting in position to shoot out her tire.
Oh, no, you ain't.
Letty stomps the brake, whips the wheel, her car spin. Lance is suddenly staring at the side of Letty's Civic. Too late to correct. Wham! He hits and ricochets into a concrete column. Splat! His bike explodes. And that's the end of Lance.
Letty just killed him.
Spanny whacks.
Right, bro.
Spinning
That's right.
off the concrete column. Letty shearing off the back. The Redditch comes to a rest and an unscathed Letty thanks her roll cage.
You okay, Smurfette?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine. Mm-hmm.
Leon's car slows. Pete Tran looks back at the rolling fireball consuming his friend.
Lance! No!
He pulls a fresh mag from his jacket and now he's going to kill Dom. Vince unstraps the cable reel from his chest, wraps a turn of cable around his form, and leans out forward from the grill. Dom's Civic. There's just a lot of stuff going on here. Pete Tran appears alongside Dominic. Vince jumps. Pete opens fire. Brrr. Rounds pepper Dom's car, the hood all over that bitch. Pete Tran and the remaining Hurricanes are far, far up the road, making a speedy getaway. Vince is a tough customer. He pulls himself out from under the truck. Now halfway up the grill, Clay Keller says,
I'm okay.
He's happily back on the grill. Dom's car is dying. The engine howls as it chews itself to scrap. Thoop! A small explosion under the hood and the engine quits.
That's all she got. I need a ride.
Leon, with Letty's already on board, sees Dominic's disabled Civic on ahead, rolling up to stop and screech. She slams on the brakes, pick up Dominic, and in the cab, the anchor pulls free from the seat, flies out the window, falls under the cab, catches up the bulldog hood ornament. Vince is buffeted violently against the tires. The cable tears into his flesh of his arm. Brian and Mia drive past Lance's burning Hurricane and Letty's demolished Civic.
Oh, it went bad.
Real bad. Really, really bad. Yeah. Oh, 2 down.
Ahead is Leon Civic and is catching up to the tandem rig. This is dragging Vince underneath.
It's Vince.
Drive!
I got it.
Brian opens the sunroof, stands up, buffeted by wind.
Okay, closer.
Right along the trailer, she works the wheel, expertly following the back and forth swing. Brian leans from the sunroof. Hanging out the side of the car, his legs bracing him, he reacts to the pavement, zooming past his face, he extends his arms, reaching for Vince. The hood ornament tears out, cable whipping, about to slide under the large dual wheels. Brian grabs Vince's belt with both hands. He pulls him into a bear hug.
I got him! Stop!
He whips the car away from the tandem rig. Eee! Stops the brakes. The car swerving violently. The tandem rig goes on its way. The 240 SX stops on the shoulder. Brian gently lays Vince on the street. Kneels over him. Vince is pretty torn up. The cable has mutilated his right forearm. He has bad road rashes. The black Civic comes to a stop near them, and Dominic is out like a shot. Brian does a first aid assessment. All business.
You know what you're doing.
Give me your belt.
Yanks it off. Yanks the belt off.
It's fun.
Dominic gets ready to blow air in Vince's lungs. Brian can see he has been training.
What?
You know what you're doing.
Give me your belt. Give me your belt. Give me your belt.
He takes off the belt. Dom's about to do CPR before he says,
B, I'm kicking your ass if you die.
He doesn't die. He comes back. And Brian says,
oh, he's back. He's back.
He's breathing. I don't have to kick his ass no more. I thought I did, though.
Yeah, no, but hold on. Someone doesn't start a full bore IV. He's dead in 10 minutes.
Who's the officer?
Highway Patrol, your emergency.
Highway Patrol, this is Officer Brian O'Connor. I'm off duty LAPD. I need a Lifeway rollout. My 20's the 86 highway at mile marker 56, one trauma victim, 26 years old, 6 foot, 180. He's in shock, bleeding out, and cataract arrest.
Okay, buddy. I'm putting on your- Give me your badge real quick.
It's a 19604.
Dom, look at Brian.
Hell
Dom has,
no. I'm
he's been
betrayed.
betrayed.
I'm betrayed as hell. That's crazy.
A star on the horizon is moving. It's a helicopter. Brian covers Vince with his body as debris swirls in the powerful chopper's rotor wash. It is a maelstrom of light and noise. The helicopter hovers over the freeway and lands. Instantly, 2 paramedics pop out.
Hey, move! Move! Get in! Get in!
They do. Brian and Mia are somber in Brian 240SX, doing 100 on the 10 East. Heading back into LA, the spires of downtown are amber towers of flame as the sun gives them its morning kiss. How beautiful. How beautiful. The big bad black Buick Regal is parked on the lawn. The front door is open. Brian's 240SX pulls up to stop, and Brian and Mia get out. They look at the Buick.
Gonna do to him.
Brian gives her a look. Dominic exiting the front door with a shotgun. Brian instinctively draws his gun, draws a head on Dominic. B.
Hey, drop it, Toretto. Drop it, Toretto. No more running.
I didn't run from you. I had to find Jesse. Pete Trans got him. I know this shit would happen. You gonna shoot me, cop?
Look, Lance Nann's dead, okay? Vince lost his arm. At least he's stable. Enough is enough. Just tell me where Jesse is. I'll get a SWAT unit in there, and we will handle it.
What is blood on your hands? You know Pete's a twisted freak. You hear sirens or sees any SWAT ninjas, he's blowing Jesse's head off. He's a kid, man. He's like family.
And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What? You're gonna lose your head too? Do you know what kind of firepower they got?
I gotta do something, Brian. I'm all he's got.
No, you're not. Let's go.
Holy shit,
They roll out in San Pedro near the Los Angeles Harbor facilities. Dominic's Buick pulls behind a warehouse. Brian's 240SX stops alongside it.
Don't let him get himself killed.
I won't. Just stay in the car.
Don't stay in the car, you little bitch.
Stay in the car.
I never stay in the car. I shoot like you drive.
We get out of the car, but you should stay in the car.
Is what I'm saying. Is like you stay in the car as I am out the car.
Do what we say, not what we do, Mia. Stay in the car.
That's hilarious. You're a funny person. But you stay in the car.
No.
Well, I'm outside of the car, doing outside the car shit.
Dumb. Okay, enough. Give me the shotgun.
Right.
Give me the shotgun.
I'll give you the shotgun. I got 2 guns. You stay in the car. And you
Look, I shoot, you drive.
God damn it. The guy who moves my shit, that's where he keeps everything.
Ted Henderson.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, you only look dumb. You're the only person that looks dumb.
Now they're in Ted Henderson's warehouse.
Okay, let's just run for it, right? Let's just run for it.
Fine. You run, I'll run, but I'll shoot more because I'm a man.
Just stay in the car.
I'm not staying in the car. That's fine.
Stay in the car.
I'm not gonna stay there. That's not where I live. I don't live in the car. I live in the world.
Are you guys gonna come shoot me now? Because I'm still waiting.
Oh my God, you're annoying me.
They're in the warehouse. They're surrounded by big screen.
In the world.
They're
So you
surrounded.
can listen to the car.
Dave, I'm sorry you have to see this.
They're surrounded.
I'm not paying attention anymore, guys. Come on, I don't have any more lines. I checked.
Big screen TVs, VCRs, DVD players, laser disc players, Atari. They've got it all around. A Chevy Suburban hanging from a gantry crane. Dominic and Brian trade intense looks, and Dominic points at the crane control box mounted to the far wall of the warehouse.
Look, wherever Pete is, assume he's covering these controls.
Dominic doesn't care. He goes for it and running behind before Brian can stop him.
Dominic, no!
Pete Tran appears and decking out from behind a row of stolen BMWs and DeLoreans. He lowers the Mac 11 at Dominic with a sadistic grin.
I thought you guys were gonna stay in the car.
What the fuck is a Mac 11?
Pete opens fire. Bullets tearing the big screen TVs, ruining the VCRs. Booyah! Brian fires.
All of the VCRs.
All the
Taking out a
VCRs.
bigger window.
How
Pete
is not
Tran is
watch anything.
They're going out of style in 2 years anyways. It's fine.
Guys, this is serious. Pete Tran is hit. Pete Tran is hit. He jerks backwards, disappearing between the beamers. Dom, still several yards from the crane, patrols, trapped. Bam, 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 bam. He fires Brian's pistol uselessly at the shadows. Click. It's empty. Jesse stares at the cement floor. Brian runs out in the open. Pete Tran slaps open a fresh magazine and starts bam, bam, bam. Booyah. Buckshot sizzles under the car. Ricochet zings into Pete's shoulder. Brian is up and running towards the cars. Pete Tran sees Brian's feet running towards him. Brrr. And he strafes Brian's legs, who zigs as he runs, bullets chasing his feet. Dominic sees a motorcycle helmet. He sees the Suburban is maybe 2 feet off the floor. Time to act. He grabs that helmet, stands and runs towards the Suburban, helmet under his arm like a football, aiming the empty gun in Pete's direction.
Dominic?
We're on
Dominic.
94.
And then Dominic says,
after he drinks,
94?
94.
Oh, God damn it.
That's a nice drink.
Right.
God doesn't need a dam. He can walk on water.
Oh,
It's
no.
me, Pete.
Aw.
Want me? Get me. Come on, Pete.
Pete Tran pops up like a demonic piece of toast.
The fuck is
Aiming
the
at
fucking
Dominic.
piece of toast?
Runs for the controls. Dominic dives for the Suburban, tosses the helmet under the axle. Pete Tran opens fire. Brrr. Brian slaps the emergency stop button. The motorcycle under the helmet cracks in two. Jesse's nose touches cement. Pete Tran whirls on Brian. Pete's finger tightens on the trigger. Brian, one hand on the stop button, the other gripping the shotgun, takes a one-handed shot. Booyah. Pete Tran jerks out of sight behind the car as his buckshot splits his chest open. The Suburban appears to be solidly resting on the floor. Oh, Jesse. Oh, no, on Jesse.
On
Whoops.
Jesse.
Oh,
Brian
Jesse.
works the control.
Oh,
The Suburban is suddenly lifted several feet from the floor. Dominic crosses to Jesse. His head hangs limp. Then his eyes open. He begins thrashing, very much alive. Dominic grins from ear to ear. Brian, lots of leaping. The door. Dominic walks out, silhouetted by daylight. Brian walks Jesse outside, an arm around his waist. Mia comes around. This means Pete's dead, y'all. Brian hands him off to her.
He's okay. Okay, just call 911.
I'll just let him go.
I can't.
Brian takes off running. Dominic's Buick disappears around a corner. Brian hops in his Nissan, starts it, and follows. Brian burns up the road. Dominic nowhere in sight. Brian's cell rings.
Hello?
Dominic?
Turn your right on Harper.
drink.
Brian sees Harper Street, makes a sharp right, then stops his brakes. Eek! They stop. Brian squints through his window. Dominic extends an arm out, weighs Brian forward a beat. Then Brian pulls in first and pulls out the Buick, stopping nose to nose above white crosswalk line. The cars now side by side rumble with power.
We used to drag here when in high school. Streets are laid out all precise. The light up there. It's exactly 1/4 mile from here. When that light turns green, I'm gonna go for it. I'm beating that train.
You're just gonna drive away from everything?
All I see here is you. I only lost one race in my life. My first, my old man beat me bloody that night. He had did some shit. He got real bloody, then came back and raced me. It was like a really, it was really weird father thing to do. Anyway,
How are his balls looking?
yo, saggy. Like his balls were so saggy, and I was like, "Damn, you're my dad, but your balls are outside your pants."
And Brian said,
"Yeah, it was crazy." Anyway, I never lost a race since. Oh God, I never lost a race.
The script is amazing. I swear.
Listen, my dad was a cop. Okay.
Oh shit! How was his balls?
Awful.
He really beat the shit out of you.
Awful. The worst. But I knew from the day I saw those balls that I was going to be a cop too. Because
Hereditary. Yeah.
They trade understanding looks.
They were blue. Wait, what?
That damn train's getting closer.
you go, I go.
They're gonna kiss or something.
I'm going.
What are we racing for?
Oh my God.
Freedom!
Freedom.
This actually cuts off the last couple pages. Griffin, why don't you tell us how the movie ends?
Oh my God.
I have the last couple pages.
I have them.
Oh no, wait, maybe I don't.
It
You know,
does
it
end
ends. So why don't you tell us how it ends?
That they both race, and then the train is coming over the train tracks, and they try to beat it, and they jump, and they just barely make it, and then Dom's Dodge Charger, the vintage car, rolls over a bunch of times, and Brian gets out of the car, unlike the advice he was giving to Mia. And he runs to the car, and Dom is sitting there rattled but safe and says, like, I saw that going differently. And then Brian hears the sirens off in the distance, and he says something like, just go. I'll cover for you. And Dom rides off into the sunset.
It's really beautiful. It's very lovely.
Then they
And that is the Fast and the Furious.
Sort of.
We got my 9:45 prediction wasn't accurate. I was 9 minutes.
You were close. You were very close. I think it was.
We didn't pop that 3 hours, so we're
If we would have
fine.
gotten rid of all of the ball talk, I think we would have made 9:45. But was it worth it? I don't think so.
We have very important conversations.
I learned a lot about balls tonight. I learned a lot about racism and how prevalent it was in the year 2001.
I mean, as someone
Learned a
who
lot
just
about
watched
the
Romeo
boys,
Must Die, it was really wild how much Asian racism they just let slip.
Well, you know
Hey,
what?
Hey,
You know what?
And
Hey,
check it out. That was actually, in many ways, that was a big step forward for Asian folks in a lot of ways.
you know,
real at
you
that
know,
time.
You know what's nice though is Fast and Furious, the Fast and Furious franchise, very much became a thing that the Asian community could be proud of.
Absolutely.
Until they murdered Han in the third one.
I was going to say that too, but thank you for jumping there.
Now he's back.
Justice for Han.
He apparently did die somehow.
Iffy, what's the nudes update?
Yeah, how many nudes?
Only one other person. So 2 nudes have been sent out. 2 nudes.
Somebody tweeted out a photo of their donation. It's like $55. Look at how I donated.
I know, and
then
I
Iffy
asked.
said,
I was like, if
"Oh,
you want the nudes, DM me. They
Girl,
have
you want
not
them
DM'd me,
nudes?
so they did not want the nudes.
That was a hard pass on the nudes.
They just want to be altruism.
Hard pass. It was more about giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And thank you for that.
Good
The Black
segue.
community appreciates you.
Speaking of giving back to the community, if you haven't donated to Black Lives Matter yet, you can go to our website at scriptsgonewild.com and you can see the donate button up top. It's going to take you right to their website. Make a donation. It's still not too late to get. Is it too late to get a nude?
No. Till I sober up tomorrow morning. So yeah,
you
from
can
now
still get a nude.
until I wake up tomorrow
Now
morning.
until the hangover, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Oh, no,
can
I'm gonna be
still
drinking
win a
water. There
Dominic-
will be no hangover. There will be no hangover. I
A little
will
bit of
be
greasy
drinking
food, a
water.
little bit of water, you're fine.
You can get a Dominic Toretto pillow. You
I
can
know,
get
but I'm probably about to order some pizza to get some grease in my system.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do some last minute. I'm gonna do some last minute spiels. Just so next week we're back with Dirty Dancing. Next Wednesday at 7:30, we'll have some live musical performances for that one as well. So that should be a hoot and a holler. You can follow us on the socials at Scripts Gone Wild. You can go to our website, scriptsgonewild.com. And you can, if you want to love us on Patreon, we're at patreon.com/scriptsgonewild. And but I'm going to give a final rundown of our amazing readers. Please clap at home if you hear their names, and clap on the screen too. We got Griffin Newman.
Yeah.
We got Chris Red.
Yeah.
We got Drea Clark.
Woo!
We got Nwadiwe.
Woo!
Dave Schilling.
Guys, thank you so much. That's so nice.
Ava Ceja.
Ceja. Damn it.
Clay Keller.
Really?
Rico Anderson. Chad Addison, Luke Mullen, Lee, Carolina Bonetti, and Miguel Rodriguez. Last minute thoughts on Fast and the Furious, guys.
A racist movie.
I mean,
almost a racist movie.
That script was frighteningly off from the film, and also the film was much better. And that's not always the order of things.
Yeah.
There are plenty of movies where I've read a script and been like, man, they did not do right by you, script.
Yeah. I also want to shoehorn that if you're as passionate about the Fast and Furious series as me and Drea do have a podcast called Who Shot You, where we went through every movie in the Fast and Furious franchise and
in the last fucking month we watched them all.
Oh yeah, and I was way more hyped about these movies than anyone else because you know what? I'm all about family. I never knocked on nobody. I never knocked on nobody.
Care about that?
Send the dick pic with that kind of aggression.
Yeah. I mean,
that's an aggressive dick.
Let me see an angry.
Is aggressive.
I want to see an angry dick tonight.
But it will be. I'll put
that
an
censor
angry
image
face
must be
over
very, very
instead of a
mad.
smiley